folks. Here we are. We're here. We're queer. It's a beautiful 43-degree day in New York City.
When we're taping, I don't know what the actual Christmas is going to look like.
Oh, good point. Well, we could be dead by then. Climate change.
World War III.
Yeah. Palestinians. What else you got out there?
Speaking of explosions, I just dropped a Negroni poop, the likes of which.
Hey, Ralphie. That's you.
Yeah, that's you.
I believe it's a gingerbread man. Or boy.
Thanks for coming in, bud.
Hey. Take your time. Hey, how are you? You again. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Who are you with? Sloth? Yeah.
You drank with us.
I did, yes.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's got a problem.
He's got a problem. So wait, while Ralph's putting on his inmate outfit, let's hear about the Night of Too Many Stars.
Oh, I did a spot last minute. Someone dropped out, obviously. When you hear this lineup, you're like, yeah, someone dropped out.
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart hosts.
Okay.
John Oliver, Chris Rock.
Wow.
Adam Sandler.
Wow.
Robert Smigel puts it together.
Too Many Stars. With the jacket.
With the jacket, I like it.
He's a gingerbread guy, but he's like off the clock.
Nice to meet you. I don't think we've met in person, right?
What?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Worlds are colliding.
So I did this thing on Monday, Night of Too Many Stars, the benefit show. It used to be on TV.
Yeah, I remember that.
But it's like for autism and I did one joke I shouldn't have fucking done too. But it's like I walk in, I'm like, holy shit, that's Harvey Keitel.
Whoa.
It's like people that you're like, what the fuck is that guy doing here?
Was he autistic?
No. But he could play autistic. He's good. And
I want to appreciate the money you made for my people.
But then I go up and it's like, Gaffigans, everyone's there, whatever. I get off stage and it's like, I did a couple jokes I shouldn't have done. You go into a joke. I have a joke where the punchline is special ed moron or something. I could have cut that one probably.
Right.
And I get off and the first face I see is Keitel and he's like, ugh. And I was like, fucking Harvey Keitel hates me. And then I turn to it's Steve Buscemi and he's just like, I could have just been his face. But that's like his face is always like that, And then
He's
I turn
funny looking.
and then I turn and it's and Paul Rudd goes, yes.
Wow.
Bailed out by Rudd.
So many stars.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's a funny dude.
I love
He's
Paul
funny.
Rudd.
Yeah. Steve Buscemi's a little funnier, but whatever. That's just my comedy opinion.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi rules.
Yeah.
Big Daddy. He's the hobo.
Yeah.
He's funny,
Sausage
though.
McMuffin.
Yes, exactly.
Even when he's not funny, he's funny.
Yeah. Remember when he got shot in the face on Sopranos?
Oh,
that was
yeah.
hilarious.
I thought you were going to say Fargo. He's been shot in the face a lot.
Yeah? I never saw Fargo.
Fargo's fucking good.
I just remember he's got the groceries and he's like with the keys and he's just like, blam.
Yeah, pull that up. I use this to get hard.
So, this is Jamie, by the way. She made us drinks. If you
Jamo.
want to have
we're
one.
having coquito.
Woo.
Familiar with it. This is your second.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so
This
much.
is my first coquito ever.
No.
Oh, yeah.
What's
What
your
is-
background then?
Thank you.
Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah, Puerto Rican. It's not everywhere, I guess.
Coquito's like a Puerto Rican thing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
They're better eggnog, I think.
Oh,
I've
wow.
never had eggnog either.
What does coquito mean?
Little coconut. That's what it
Oh.
means, but it's different
That's
from
really
eggnog
good.
where it doesn't
Yeah,
have
this
eggs.
is so good.
Damn.
And I usually hate coconut.
Yeah, it doesn't
Wow.
have eggs and it has sweetened condensed milk where eggnog has heavy, like regular milk.
Yeah.
And sugar.
You just pull up where the dad gets shot in Fargo? That was the wrong scene.
No, it's right. This is where Buscemi shot.
Oh, yeah. He shoots
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Dude, like, pull back a second. Right before he gets shot, it's the weirdest reaction to getting shot.
Fucking joke here.
It's like, oof.
He's like, ooh. Like,
That would have been a good Pepto commercial. Like,
Oh, shot in the face and improved it. Wow, what a movie. Coen Brothers.
yeah, you check out Fargo. That's a good one.
They put him in a wood chipper in the end.
Yeah, it's fucking. Now he's not.
Oh, shit. So
I'm still gonna watch it. You can ruin endings for me. I'll still watch them.
Same.
What, are you? Do you live in Texas?
Nah, yeah, kinda.
Wait for it. Oh,
Look at
what
that,
a
look at that.
fucking shotgun. Wow. On the firewood.
Did you guys ever watch Barry?
Yeah.
That was a cool. That's cool
Buscemi
how
get
he
shot in the
died.
face?
Yeah, he's like, what did he say? What's his last line? He's like, oh wow, bam.
Pull
I
it
didn't
up.
see the ending of the show, so that's the last
Oh
season. I'm
shit,
guessing.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'll still watch it.
This is such a spoiler load of a
It's funny.
podcast
By the way,
already.
that's what's considered a great show. Bill Hader's amazing, but it's funny that that's like a comedy.
Yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
it's a comedy. Try watching that before bed on the road. You're gonna want to slit your wrist. It's the saddest fucking show.
Right.
Incredible. I mean, the acting's insane. Henry Winkler is like.
Oh, I love Winkler. By the way, this is the difference between men and women right here. There's no group of women sitting around going, pull up when Buscemi gets shot in the face on a porch.
Whose desktop cover is that?
Oh, it's me.
That's you. Is that from Dog Day Afternoon?
You got it.
Yeah, that's That's badass.
This
It's
is the
Christmas.
edition. I put the package in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd make a good Halloween costume.
Mmm.
Yeah.
The suit is tough though, because they're like, "What are you doing?" Like you don't.
Yeah, nobody would know
No.
except like big Al Pacino fans.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, you just look like a dad coming
Maybe
home.
gay guys. That movie's like a gay rights movie, right?
Trans.
Trans. Oh
And
shit.
gay too, kind of, right?
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all part of the LGBT plus Q minus.
Gene? This is Barry. So now I'm gonna know how it ends.
There we go.
Oh, really going to spoil it for this guy?
Yeah, fuck it.
What
All
season
right.
are you on?
I'm one behind, but I'll still watch it.
Oh, it's still an interesting season.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
This is like the finale. Sorry, guys.
Wait, where's Buscemi?
I don't think he's in this one.
Oh, I thought that's what we were doing.
Are we not doing it?
I don't know. Ralph just brought it up. It's about to happen.
Okay.
This is the long. I don't even remember
There's
this
that
now.
meme. There's that meme. I forgot who did it, but it's like dudes can just sit around and talk about like they can just name role players in the NBA.
Oh,
The
yeah,
whole
yeah.
night. That's what this is. But like dudes getting shot in the face.
Right.
What
Roman
if I just
Empire.
got the movie wrong?
Oh, there you go. Whoa, Ron White?
He said, "Oh wow."
Oh, that's fun. All right.
All right.
All right.
I'll still watch it.
I feel bad for people who, died, but that's got to be a cool way to die, like getting shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People respect you automatically for that. You know.
Teddy Roosevelt was shot, and I think it helped him win the presidency.
What do you mean?
He got shot during a speech and then kept going.
Why did he keep going?
He was that
His
tough.
speech was folded up in his pocket so many times. The bullet pierced the speech. The bullet just got in him. He finished the speech and then went to the hospital.
There you go.
Matter
You know
of
whose presidency it didn't help was JFK.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Didn't help
That's
his
true.
presidency. Yeah.
they told him you should wear your speech on your forehead, and he didn't listen.
Who had that bit that Biden's the only president you could punch assassinate?
Shane.
Oh, that's funny.
That is hilarious. You punch a. Anyway, yeah, I live in Texas, but I've been coming to live here every other week for a little while, like for a month maybe.
Damn.
Yeah,
Might as well get a condo or something.
yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I stay at my friend's place in Queens. I just go in on the rent with him, so I got like an apartment now, I guess. But I do want my own place. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know how my stuff's like, some in his room and then some in his living room. But I don't know. I'm never home anyway,
That's how
Yeah.
I feel sometimes.
right?
We're
Yeah.
never. I went to my living room, just my other room. I have two rooms, and it's just two giant suitcases open.
Same.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
leave them
just my
open.
apartment always is.
Yeah. People are like, you should clean your room. I'm like, I'll be there for a few hours. I just
Right.
need to pick some shit out, maybe do some laundry, and I'm out.
That's it.
I feel good, like sleeping in transit.
Me too.
Yeah, we're on that tour bus. That was the best sleep I got in a long time.
Oh, man.
Isn't that sad? I feel the same way. I did a bus this year, and I was like, I sleep like shit at home.
Yeah,
I know.
the bus is where I was meant to be. I even sleep better on a plane than I do at home. Like all like stiff and stuff.
Right.
But I don't know. Somebody recorded me sleeping at the airport. That wasn't cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I like sat on
and
the
they tagged you.
Yeah, they tagged me. I was like, what a bitch.
That's pretty funny.
Damn.
Whoever it is, I'll punch them. Well, I won't. They're a woman, but I'll get my mom to punch them. That was fucked up.
Probably better it's a woman. A dude would be worse, I think.
I've been tagged by dudes recording me sleep.
Is
You
that
sleep
legal?
a lot.
Yeah, well, I usually sleep at the airport.
Maybe you're narcoleptic.
Nah. I can't sleep like at night, but once I'm at the airport, and I'm like 15 minutes till we board, then I'm just like, all right.
I'm the same way. The body knows. It like starts to go into shutdown mode.
And then there's a delay, a 15-minute delay, and you're just like, that you threw everything off.
Yes.
Now I'm fucked for the day.
Exactly.
It's all hinging on that. It's got to be an on-time departure. 6 a.m. flight.
That's why I mostly fly Southwest. They're the most consistent. But I don't know. A few times I flew Delta, and I liked having like Comfort Plus or even like first class. But there's been 2 Delta flights that get delayed, and I'm just like, nah, I can't risk it.
Right.
Can't risk
Do
it.
you fly in day of?
Yeah, I'll fly in day of.
Same.
Yeah.
You do a day early sometimes.
The only way I'll do a day early.
He's a nerd.
The only way I'll do it is if it's 2 theater shows in a night.
Okay.
If it's 1 show, I'll risk it. But if it's 2, I'm like, I'm fucking myself.
All right.
If it's
I'm
a
not
club,
doing-
I always go day of.
Yeah, I haven't done theaters yet, so and then
But
I
you
take
will.
back the nerd thing.
Yeah.
We're
You-
doing
you'll
theaters
get
next
there.
year.
There you go.
January. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I
That's right,
first
bro.
saw you on. I think the first bit I saw of you, I forgot even the song it was, but you're like, it was a rapper who bragged about going speed limit.
Oh, Quavo.
That's a great bit.
Yeah, he won't open my DMs.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I like that one. That one got me some followers, but I am like, damn, I can't really do that on the road now.
Right.
That was a
Because
funner
people
joke.
know it.
Yeah. Sometimes people will yell it, like, do that one. And I'm like, nah.
That's weird.
No, but that's nice though that he's getting requests.
It's flattering, but you're like, but you heard it.
It's
Yeah.
funny when it's it depends on the comics. I remember like many years ago, I'm opening for Gary Goldman, and people were like, grapes. It's just funny the bits that like you can tell the type of comic you are.
Yeah, Gaffigan said there's a guy who follows him to all his gigs and dresses as a Hot Pocket, and he's outside dancing. And you're like, damn, that is the height of
That's
repeating
funny
a
once.
bit. Yeah, but he goes to all his gigs.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be pretty funny, like, all the time. Just never acknowledge the guy, though.
Yeah.
See how long he does it for.
Yeah, because it doesn't ruin the act. He's
It's
just
funny,
outside
it's
the
funny
parking
the
lot.
first time and like the 19th time.
Yeah.
Like, every other time.
Right,
you're like,
right.
This guy.
The first time and then that time where you're like, you're still doing this?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, man. So what is like you've been out with like Bert this year, and you've been on the road. Like this year, you've been
Netflix.
really going hard, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, it's been all right. You get lots of free stuff, which is cool.
Yeah. This is how fast his rise is. This guy hosted for me 10 minutes ago, and then now Netflix.
I got an agent after that. They're like, you hosted for Mark Norman?
It was Harvey
We want to
Weinstein.
get you on the road. Yeah. I hosted for you at, what was it, Arlington Improv.
That was it.
Yeah. Arlington Improv is cool. They got like an arcade in there.
Yeah.
And
Which one's the Arlington Improv?
It's in the middle of Texas.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they got an arcade in the bar, and I mean, comics get to play for free. Like all the games are free. It's like one of those like you pay $10 and then you get to go play or whatever. And so it was cool opening for people there because you get to just like kill time in the arcade.
Right.
But now I can't go in the arcade anymore. There's like somebody will stop my game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your game?
Well, I like playing like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. They also got Mortal Kombat in there. But I don't know if I just suck at Mortal Kombat 2 or if they got that one on hard. It's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You ever play and then like the other character, because every Mortal Kombat character has like the same melee attacks, and they do the straight punches, but like nonstop. You're just like, oh, fucking asshole.
I know. You can't compete with that.
But if I get Raiden, I got a pretty good chance because I'll do the lightning tackle. He goes, what?
Oh, yeah.
He's got the stick, right, Raiden?
Nah, I don't think so.
No,
Does he?
He's
Nah, I
got the
don't
weird
think so.
hat.
He's got the hat.
He's the Chinese
Weird
guy.
hat. It's a cool ass hat, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's racist to wear that hat, but I'm gonna buy that hat.
Oh, those are great. It's a
Oh my God! Remember that guy? There was a bar, and the guy wore that hat outside.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about the bar was 5 shots of anything, $10.
Oh shit.
Which downtown New York, pretty good.
very good.
But like, do you think they watered that shit down?
Oh, yeah. And I think people died in there.
It sounded like a nightmare.
Yeah. I think it's gone now,
Yeah,
right?
you're not getting a good customer base with that deal.
Not with that hat.
Yeah.
Do you guys get recognized at bars and then it causes you to get super drunk because then they give you free drinks and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can't say no because, you grew up broke. So then somebody's like, here's a shot of tequila. I'm like, well, I have to take this. This is $12.
Yeah, when I was 8, I could have never imagined. Yeah, getting drunk is. I didn't used to drink a whole lot. Like I was never, like I'd be like, nah, I'm okay, But
Welcome to the pod.
yeah, man.
You have a bit about how alcohol tastes better if it's
They have
if you
childhood
don't have a
trauma.
father.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think this has been like an emotional year. Like I've never been in my emotions this much, and that's what caused me to drink more. Yeah, don't do that.
Sorry.
Usually it touches your leg, so you got off lucky.
Yeah, this is good at like hiding feelings,
Oh yeah.
and it just turns them into happiness.
Here, here.
Well, if you're the right type of drinker, some people
They go angry.
Yeah,
angry.
I've seen that. I'll be honest. When I black out, I go angry.
really.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been there. I mean, you
You
know,
get a bad report the next day.
somebody told me that I blacked out, and then I opened up a 12-pack of sodas, and then I just started smashing them on the ground, which I think was still pretty cool. But they said I was just like cussing a lot.
All right.
So, yeah,
That's
Could
not
be
so
worse.
bad. I thought you were hitting a woman or something.
nah.
That's later.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. you know?
Yeah. Nah, you're fine. There's a lot worse drunks.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Yeah. You should see my dad.
Is he a bad drunk?
Oh my God.
I met him. He's so nice.
Where'd you meet my dad?
New Orleans.
Right. Yeah, he was sober.
Okay.
You give him a few pops, and it is just black eye city mom.
There's that. It's those really nice, quiet dudes. They got all the anger pent up.
Exactly. And
Like
he's
the clean
southern.
comedians.
Yes, yeah, it's Cosby.
Yeah.
Did he hit you ever?
Oh man, he would always hit me on the ass, but he would hit you pretty good.
Did you have a nice ass?
I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he
Beat
hit
the
it
shit
out
out
of
of
you?
it.
He spanked it out of you?
One time he was tying my shoes, and I kept moving my foot.
Oh, I hate when my son does that.
Yeah, I was a dick. I was a piece of shit kid, and
shit.
he gave me the shake, and then the spin, and then the wallop, the trifecta.
I don't know why I'm imagining your dad hitting you, but like in a silly play.
No play.
And then when you turn you around, they do the sound effect of woo.
No, it was bad. And he would always be like, "What are you gonna do if you go in the military, huh? Somebody gonna put your shoes on for you?" I was like, "Jesus Christ!"
Yeah, have you met
I'm
me? I'm
5.
not joining the military.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to be General Normand.
Yeah.
Parents have the weirdest questions, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like the weirdest what ifs. My friend's brother-in-law's dad died. My friend has 6 sisters,
Wow.
and one of their husband's dad, who lives in Mexico, died. And my friend's mom was telling him in front of me. She's like, "Did you tell Javi like that you're sorry his dad died or whatever?" And my friend doesn't like talk to this guy much.
Yeah.
Like they've said 2 words to each other in the last 8 years. He's like, "Nah, I haven't seen him." And she's like, "What's the matter with you, Jaime?" She's like, "One day, when your dad dies, who's gonna comfort you?" He was just like, "I don't know. You like I didn't think, not Javi, my sister's husband who I talked to twice. Like,
Right. Well, you're a dad,
yeah, I'm a dad.
so are you asking weird questions?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm like sometimes he walks slow. I'm like, what are you gonna do if you're around fast walkers?
Aha.
Yeah.
But he's just like not go around fast walkers, and I'm like, he's a smart kid.
You got me there.
Yeah, he's 4. He's all right. He's doing better than I am at that age.
You were a kid young.
Yeah, I had a kid when I was 22.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy. I you know, it's a good thing that I didn't have any success at 22. I would have had more kids because I can't have kids now.
Yeah.
Well, according to doctors, you know. Like
You shoot blanks?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went and got a semen analysis just for the hell of it.
Maybe it's not your kid.
Nah, yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
Just for
Trying
cool,
to go Columbo on his ass.
just for cool points here. I took ownership of him when I still wasn't sure if he was my kid.
Damn.
But then we got a DNA test. They're like, "Nah, he is your kid." And I was like, "Oh shit, that's
Damn,
like
it's
cool."
too bad you weren't like a big comic yet. That could have been a live stream. You could have made some fucking
Oh,
bank on
yeah.
that.
Or Maury
Maybe.
Povich.
I don't know, but if I would have been getting more like attention from girls back then, I would have had more kids. Which probably, yeah, it's probably not would have been a good. It probably wouldn't have been good, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I went and did a semen analysis one time just because I don't know. I was always curious about that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and there was you could take a semen analysis for like $125 at a clinic, and I thought that was kind of cool. I always wanted to like medically masturbate.
Oh yeah, they give you a room and some porn, right?
Yeah.
Semen analysis sounds like a Michael Douglas movie from the 90s. Starring Michael Douglas and Demi Moore.
I'm too scared to get the results. They're gonna be like, "Oh, your jizz is fine, but you have AIDS."
I don't know. I just thought it would be like a fun experience. I don't know why. I thought it would be funny.
To jack off in a doctor's office?
Yeah, and like I went to the office, like I got a ride there. I got dropped off, like if I was going to the movies or some shit. You know? Like, and I did it. Like I was in the.
Do they give you a magazine or something?
Yeah, so they put you in this room with like a magazine. But I mean, you got your phone. They give you the code to the Wi-Fi
okay.
too.
Okay.
But the magazine got me started.
A magazine.
And the magazines were from like the 90s. That was
it
pretty
old school,
hot.
dude.
Yeah.
Damn, no
And
asses.
They had no Playboys. They had like dirtier stuff than Playboys. And
You're like, under 18. What the hell is this? This is crazy.
yeah, and then like I was like, man, once I got to the doctor, I was just kind of like, man, why did I do this? Like, this is gonna be kind of weird. Like, what if I can't even like get one out? It actually was way quicker than at home. Like the whole thing, it was like a hot experience. I was like, this is fucking cool. Like,
Yeah, because it's kind of wrong.
yeah.
And then you're like, oh, if I jerk off this quickly in public, not
Right.
public, but in a new, like I could jerk off in other places.
Totally.
The whole
That's how it
thing
starts.
was like fun. I don't know, but yeah, I gave him the cup, and I had to walk by like the desk with the receptionist ladies, and I don't know. It felt at first it kind of felt weird. Even that felt like a flex. Like, check this out. Like, I had no problem.
It's a coquito.
That's what they call these in Puerto Rico.
That's a small nut.
Put a little garnish in it.
Yeah, then I went back to like the waiting room and they called me back and the doctor was like, look, there's like 4 criteria that your semen has to meet for you to be able to have kids. And
Then
you're
why is it on your lips?
the guy was like, yours meets none of them. I was like, wait, what? And he was just like, yeah, like, or I met 3 of them, I think, out of 4. It was like my sperm is not shaped right. Just like very low count. Like very few of it is even moving.
Whoa.
Yeah. And something else, I forgot what it was. They were like, I was like, wait, so can I not have kids? And he's like, I'm not going to say you can't have kids. I will say that there's a very, very like small chance, like close to none. He's like, but you know, if you want to have kids, we can refer you to a specialist and you get started on that stuff. He's like, but we recommend you do that sooner than later. They're like, within a few years, you'll have no chance of having kids or even like fixing it.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit. I was like,
Damn.
this day started off so funny. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah. And you just jizz too. Like, what a weird shift.
Yeah.
Went from like, hey, all right, to damn. That sucks.
But I mean, it was whatever. It's not like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have kids one day and like a family anyway. So I was like, it's whatever.
Yeah, but maybe I wonder if something in you knew. Like, I need to go get that because I've never had an urge to get my jizz
Yeah, like
checked.
a primal level.
Yeah.
I think there was like,
No, I mean like to even have a kid earlier is what I meant.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I think there was like a few scares that turned to nothing that maybe had like given me an idea. Like, what if I just can't have kids, you know? But I don't know. Going to that clinic was like, I don't know. I'm glad that I found out because, look, if I'm being honest, I wasn't going to be pulling it out anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? Now I'm just more comfortable with it.
Right.
I don't know. Sometimes the fear of giving somebody a baby, that's the hottest part.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Maybe I'm
Yeah,
just
like
sick
you're
in the
fucking
head. I
you're
don't
like,
know.
this could ruin my life. This is so hot.
Or hers, you know?
Yeah.
Or hers. That's true. That is hot.
Yeah.
It's pretty hot. Yeah, ruining lives, that's just hot all around.
Just the idea, but you don't actually do it.
Yeah, the idea. Once you ruin it, it's not hot no more.
No. Then you got to kill her.
The risk.
No, but that's fun. Maybe I'll get my jizz checked. I always, you want to jizz and stuff.
We'll do an episode.
Oh, Patreon.
I'll give you my doctor's card.
Please.
Doctor, now we're doing it here.
Yeah.
nice.
We
Jamie,
might-
turn around.
We might be infertile.
There should make like a CVS test, and maybe we could just put the strip in the cum.
Yeah.
Wait 5 minutes.
It's like COVID.
yeah.
Like, fuck, I got 2 lines, dude.
The hard part for me would be not to call it every other, like jizz, cum, spunk. You got to say semen.
I never heard the spunk. That's a good word. I'm gonna steal that.
Oh, yeah.
Jizz is a good one.
Jizz is classic.
Cum. What else is there? Splooge.
Splooge, baby batter.
Nut. I like nut.
No, it's good.
Yeah. Nuts make the world go round.
Oh, yeah. Just a squirrel chasing a nut.
Yeah.
I like that you brought your kid to this episode, Matt.
Yeah. Well, he was a nut.
That's my seed.
Yeah. Seed. There's
Holy
another
shit,
one.
I thought you were making a joke. There's a kid right there. I like how he's wearing his like Beats by Dre. This would be an amazing Beats by Dre commercial.
Right.
We're just like nuts, splooge, and there's like a kid right there like, hey,
Yeah.
shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes.
The wheels on the bus go round and round. Yeah. I gotta check my jizz out. Maybe I'll do a 23andMe. You ever done that?
I did one, yeah.
Really?
I was drunk in a bar and a girl was like, I'll do it for you. And she just sent me one. I did it and it was like, yeah, it's nothing crazy.
What, Ashkenazi?
It's like everything I do. Ashkenazi Jew.
Oh,
Whoa.
Holy shit.
fuck. Oh, no.
Merry Christmas.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I've just been delivering presents to all the good girls and boys and thought I'd come to visit you guys and say hi.
The Jews get to celebrate Christmas too?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
No.
No presents.
Nothing.
No
You get
presents,
nothing.
though. You get to watch us give presents, baby.
Yeah, here you go. You got one of these.
His 8 crappy gifts that equal 1 good gift.
Yeah, there you go. What are you on, Ozempic, Santa? You look great.
Oh, yes, Santa's been a little more fit. He's on the keto a little bit.
Okay.
Who invited Richard Dreyfuss? This is great.
So, how has everybody been?
Great.
Great.
Been a
How
good
about
boy.
Been a good boy.
He's been jizzing in public.
Oh.
Yeah.
That puts you on the naughty list.
Nah. You already brought the toys.
This is our ho-ho-ho.
That's me. Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm also Jew but half, so Santa's been to my house.
Break the toy in half and give it to her.
We'll
Yeah,
break it
yeah.
in half, or we'll give you half.
How's it with the side with the batteries, I hope?
Yeah, hey, there you go.
Very good.
Santa, any stops at Epstein's Island this year? How was it?
Well, there was many children, but
There we go.
I decided to leave as quickly as possible.
Uh-huh.
Good luck, Santa. I
Did
still
you-
saw your name on the list, though.
Ah.
Yeah,
How were
you don't
those
like
sleigh
that list, do
logs?
you?
Yeah, did you slay any puss? All right.
Always with the puns, even as a little kid, you were always good with them.
Oh, yeah. Well, my dad hit me. What do you got in the bag? Anything we can see?
Well, yes. How do you guys like candy canes?
We kicked at a gun.
Oh, boy.
Or jelly?
We should have gotten a black Santa. Come on. Those are in right now.
They
Although,
are very in right now.
he would have been late.
Santas are taking our jobs.
Well, I have. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
So funny.
Whoa.
What are you, an out-of-work actor? How'd you get this gig? Oh, that's fun.
Oh yes.
Whoa.
What the fuck? How's that even possible?
It's called a little bit of Christmas magic.
Wow.
Mmm.
If you wouldn't be jizzing in public so much, you would know a little bit more about it.
Holy shit.
What
I
the
want
hell
that toy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, I see we're making it rain over here.
Hell yeah. Those are real hundreds.
That was way more impressive than your thing, Santa.
Yeah, Matt, did you happen to invite Mrs. Claus with giant fake tits?
She has regular fake tits.
All right. We got 2 right here if you need them.
Oh, nice 2 snowballs.
Are those really fake booze?
Yeah.
Large candy
grab that.
canes. I have candy canes if you would like them, but it looks like you're already.
Sorry, Santa. I've got my toy.
I'll take one.
Yeah, we got our sugar.
You would like a candy
Give
cane?
J-Mo a candy cane.
Something to suck on.
Yeah.
What a special Christmas this is.
Are you jealous of our people?
Huh? I bet you wish you believed in Christ now.
Instead of killing him.
Hey, we did what we had to do.
Yeah, you had one carpenter and we killed him.
Now we called maintenance.
Yes, I have many children to visit, and a lot of them on the good list this year. So I'm gonna have to deliver some more presents. It was wonderful to see you.
Oh, hey, is that
Even
it?
you.
Thank you.
Oh.
All right, someone plug in Kevin Spacey's GPS for him. So we can see those little boys.
You got the original sweatshop over there in the North Pole, huh?
Yes, it's been very nice. It's nice, cheap labor.
Yeah.
You just have to feed them some milk and cookies that I take from the houses that I come to. So it's
Ooh.
really quite easy. A lot of people think that I eat them, but no, instead I bring them so I can get some free labor.
I just remember when I was a kid, I saw you fucking my mom.
Yes, that was very nice.
I thought it was my dad.
Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas.
Thank you,
okay?
Santa.
Hey,
Merry
thank
Christmas.
you, Chris Kringle.
Love
Thanks for hitting Mark as a kid.
Made me a comedian. All right, well, that was cute.
Wow.
That was super wholesome.
Minus all the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, we
need
dirtied it up.
I forget that you're Jewish. What is that like around this time? What are you doing wearing this?
I'm having fun.
You're
I wore the Drano
appropriating
outfit
our
last
culture now.
I
That's
know.
our thing, bro.
Hey, I'm trying to stay incognito. These are tough times.
That's true.
I like how the only person he didn't address was the 8-year-old in the room. He's just like,
Yeah, good point. Well, he's got to stay 10 feet away.
No, this time of year, I mean, Hanukkah, it's fun. Get the latkes. We got our fun shit going on. Look, it's your time of year. We're the Hanukkah's a strong feature act.
All
Be
right.
real. Christmas is the we're getting by. Huh?
All right.
In the middle.
You throw out latke, I'm like, yeah, that's real fun.
Have you not had a latke?
What is that?
Oh, the potato pancakes are great.
delicious.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah, are they? I don't know. That
Trust me.
potato pancakes. That's
Next time you're on, we're gonna get some.
right.
They're not good.
No, they're fucking delicious.
they are.
Throw a little
Yeah.
sour cream on them.
Yeah.
Little
Oh.
applesauce.
All right.
Fucking
all right.
good.
I'll bring
we got
tamales.
There you go.
I'm gonna have backup on this soon. Trust me. I mean,
all right.
Love a potato pancake.
Bring it on. I'd like to try it.
8 crazy nights. David Tell used to have a bit about how his family was the worst with Hanukkah. They would take one gift and stretch it over 8 nights. They'd be like, all right, night 1, a bike handlebars. I saw him last night at the cellar. It's always fun to see.
I love his joke.
I tell. So where in Texas are you?
I'm like outside of Dallas. I don't want to say where exactly.
Sure.
Weirdos.
But you're thinking of maybe moving here?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right now, I've just been spending like 2 weeks out of the month here. But once I get an apartment, then I'll be over here longer.
Yeah. Why not L.A.? Can I ask?
LA is all right, but I mean, my main reason for moving here is just to keep doing stand up in front of like strangers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah. I feel like my crowds are spoiling me a little bit. I get away with saying stuff that's not even that funny, but they know me to the point where like,
Right.
I don't know. It's like doing comedy in front of your cousins.
Yeah.
You want to? You're a big fish, and you want to. Maybe I'll be a smaller fish for a minute.
Yeah. Well, I want to like I don't know. I don't want to say stuff that only my crowd thinks is funny.
Sure.
I'm not gonna feel funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like making your friends laugh. Like I want to make strangers laugh. And plus, in New York, you like diverse crowds. And maybe it's just feeding my ego, but it feels good to make just some like Swedish tourist laugh.
Yeah.
Or like a
Yeah, but
random
you
Indian
play
girl.
enough of those crowds. You're like, don't any of you know the fucking language? You know? Norway again, yippee!
I know,
New York's
right?
gonna make me super Republican.
We did a show together last week, and your crowd was there. It looked like a lot of your cousins
Yeah.
out in the audience. And then a fist fight broke out.
Yeah, after the show.
What?
Yeah, some guy named Muhammad. I'm saying it like that because he wanted to make sure I said it like that. I was like, what's your name? He's like, Mo. I was like, all right. And he was just like, well, my name is Muhammad, but I didn't want you to think anything about that. And he was just like, just make sure you say it right, Muhammad. Yeah, and then afterwards, like people were yelling at him. They're getting really mad at him. For the record, I'm not like on any side, Israel, Palestine, whatever. This had nothing to do with that.
No dog in the fight.
Yeah. But yeah, afterwards, people were like talking shit to him, and he got one of the wine bottles on the side of the wall by the
Oh,
stairs.
really?
At the city winery, and he like smashed it on somebody's head.
What? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Muhammad, you're a fucking asshole, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's why I try to avoid like sharing a flyer too much sometimes when
Yeah.
I am in town. So I don't want it to just become like my fans. You feel
Sure.
me? Yeah.
Holy
I want
moly.
other people's fans.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I miss
want
about
more
opening.
people like that at the show. He seems cool. No, that's I know what you mean. It's like it is something like refreshing, especially with new material when it's not your people and you're like, oh, this is an accurate read. That joke fucking stinks. I
Right.
needed to hear that.
Oh yeah. No, there's been so many times where I'm like, man, I think I got a new 5, and then I do it here, and I'm like, no, I don't. It's just a
Yeah.
5 in front of my crowd. Like,
Right. Yeah, you
It's
got to
nothing
make strangers laugh.
Nothing like a hot weekend if you're like Madison Comedy on State and they're just too good and you're like, I got a new 10 for sure. And then you're like, I got a new 40 seconds max. I got nothing.
I know.
Yeah,
It's true.
Also, I mean, my crowds are mostly always Latino, but when I go from like Texas towards the east, like across the South, the Midwest, up to the East Coast, then they can get like different types of Latino here, like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. There'll be a few black
York.
people, a few white people, whatever.
Yeah.
And I know I can get through a show with more of an accurate read. Also, I know I can get through like a full show where I don't want to do crowd work. Maybe I just want to do the jokes.
Yeah.
But once I get to like Texas going towards the west, it just becomes like all Mexican crowds, and I am getting a little tired of like there's always at least one person or 20 people in each show going, fuck George Lopez, and I'm like, just let me do the jokes.
Oh man.
Because you had a little thing with him.
Yeah.
But you guys are cool now, though? Or no?
I guess. I don't know. I guess so.
That's the problem with comedy
Talk
now.
to him on the phone.
Everybody wants the drama. You know, what's up with you? Who are you feuding with? Who is it? And they make YouTube videos about it, and it's annoying.
Yeah. I just like, damn. I was avoiding.
Yeah.
Like, I was doing my best to avoid getting compared to Lopez. Because I feel like that's like I don't know. Even when I was just open micing, people were like, yeah, you're going to be the next Lopez?
Right.
And I was like, I don't want to be the next Lopez.
So we're starting a new show on TBS called Barbosa tonight.
But yeah, I was just trying my best to avoid being compared to Lopez. But then Lopez brought up my name, and now I have no choice.
Yeah, but that's toxic energy. If they're, it's like, this isn't WWE. It's like, we don't want to just like,
Exactly.
I'm not cutting a promo. I'm working on my act here, you know?
Yeah. And then one time people talked about it. One time somebody yelled it at a show, and I was like, nah, it's cool. Me and Lopez are cool. He called and apologized. And then this one guy was like really mad. He's like, no, he didn't. He never apologized to you. I was like, all right, then he did it. You're the one that brought it up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck you want me to do? Like, I don't like when people don't believe something I say. Like if I have like a reason to lie. Sometimes,
What was? I honestly don't know what he did to you. What did he do?
they brought me up on a podcast, and I wasn't even mad. All he did was just they brought up my name so much in this podcast that he was just like, "Who the fuck is that guy?" He's like, "Don't say his name on here. Fuck him." Which is like fine. Like that's his podcast equipment. You can say whatever he want. Like
Yeah.
I don't really care. Also, wasn't like a big Lopez fan. I wasn't like,
Sure.
no, fuck. Like, it's all right. You know, you say what you want. But, yeah, Mexicans got real mad. And I think a lot of the Mexican crowds that come out, I think I have tons of Mexican fans that just followed me because they followed me. But then I think there were so many people that found out who I was because of him and followed me because of him. And I think a lot of them, especially like the older ones, like in San Antonio, had like a lot of the older Mexican guys. And I feel like some of them are just there out of hate for George Lopez.
Hey, fuck it. I'll take a fan.
Sells tickets.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, you
Man, can some legend come out and say "fuck Sam Morril," please? I want a bump.
Mark will say it.
Yeah. I don't know about a legend, but I'll say it. But wait, what was the phone call like? Was that awkward?
Not really. I answered the phone, and he was like, "Watch out!" Nah, he didn't say that.
How did he get your number?
Through this other dude named Edwin, who like he put together that like HBO Latino Film Festival stand-up competition. It's a mouthful. I don't know. He gets Latinos together.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, he wants to call you or whatever. I was like, yeah, give him my number. And he just called me. He was just like, hey, man, like, it's George Lopez. And I got a little starstruck. I was like, what the fuck? He was just like, yeah. He's like, listen. And I was like, oh, shit, my bad, man. And then I said it again. I was like, what the fuck? And he was just like, no, just listen, man. He's like, I want to apologize. I was like, you really don't have to apologize, man. You're like a veteran comic. Like, you don't owe me an apology. You're just shooting the shit on your podcast. Fuck it. And he was just like, nah, man, I got to apologize. Like, as a comic, as a man, like, you know, I didn't know who
That's
you
nice.
were. Yeah, I was like, all right, man, I appreciate it. I was like, you really have to, but appreciate it. And then he was like, nah, you got my number. You know, if you need help or anything, hit me up. So, I don't know how many Mexican fans you have, but if you're out there, it's over.
We got a couple. Yeah, we keep them in cages.
I mean, I'm here, though.
I love this. You tell this, like, nice, redeeming story, and then you're like, let me get my gingerbread outfit on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's nice that he did it. I just think he can do whatever he wants on his pod. It's his pod, whatever. But it's a weird instinct to just be like, who's this young new guy? Fuck him. That's a weird, even if you think that, it's just weird to say it out loud.
It makes you sound a little washed.
Yeah, and bitter.
It makes you sound like a little...
A lot of people, well, I think on that same podcast, because he was basically like, yeah, nobody helped me, so I don't help nobody, which I've heard is like his whole thing. But I don't think that's true. Not from, I mean, then again, it's just rumors I've heard. But didn't they say like Sandra Bullock helped him get his show?
Oh, I don't know.
really?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Blindside?
Yeah, Blindside, Speed,
Blindside.
Speed 2.
Yes.
I don't know what all other movies she's made, but
The Net.
The Net, Bird Box,
Miss
That's
Congeniality.
recently, though.
Miss yeah.
She had a run.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard
great.
rumors that she kind of helped him get his show going.
Really? Pull that up. Is that's interesting.
He, man, that's interesting too. It's like, I don't know also, if someone didn't help you, you just go by the motto, I'm not going to help anybody.
Yeah, how about you go the other way?
I've seen comics who have had easier roads than we have, and it doesn't influence how we treat them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, they're pictured together here.
And I also think everyone's been helped. I think that's horseshit.
Discovered
There's
George
no
Lopez.
way. Yeah, you see, look at that. You're gonna tell me that's not help? Maybe she didn't help him. Maybe they made a deal.
Maybe they were fucking.
Maybe she was like, "You do my landscaping for a year. You got a show, buddy."
And then you know what I heard? I heard Carlos Mencia did her landscaping the next year. Crazy.
I got year 3.
No, that's Sorry. That's so fucking weird that he used to say that about you. I don't. I knew there was a thing, but I didn't know what it was. But that's weird.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? And if it got you a couple fans who hate Lopez, fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you'll be nice to the next generation of comics, you know?
yeah, or not. Whatever.
not, yeah.
Maybe I'll be the next Lopez for real.
Okay, no one helped me.
help me.
Lopez shit on me. I'm going to shit on the next hot Latina comic.
But shitting on you is actually better than giving you props, I think, because it gets more buzz.
Oh yeah, the whole like reverse psychology. You tell somebody to throw out the trash, they're not gonna do it.
So maybe he
Right.
did help you. Maybe
Let's
this
shit
is
on
what he
some
was.
young guys.
Maybe this is what he was doing.
Maybe George Lopez is like a real Mexican Jesus Christ, real Jesus there.
Yeah.
Just sacrificed himself for me.
He Obi-Wan Kenobi for Obi-Wan'd you.
He
Juan.
Obi-Wan to
Yeah.
me.
I like it.
I just looked at him as he let himself get struck by that lightsaber. He
By
said,
Reddit commenters.
All right. Well, there you go,
Damn, dude.
Lopez.
but yeah, it was all right.
Who were some of the dudes when you were coming up that you were like, oh, that's one of my dudes? Has anyone reached out to you like that? Like any the vets, the older guys?
That reached out to me that I was
Yeah.
just like, holy shit, this guy reached out. You did. You set yourself up for props.
No, I was like, I meant like vets. I meant like I meant like of that
Well,
generation.
Bert likes you.
Yeah,
Bird's
sure.
cool. You know who's always like fucking super awesome to me and just cool as hell. Let me open for him, give me advice. Just Dan Soder.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
really?
That dude was badass.
Great guy.
Great,
Yeah.
great guy, great comic.
Big J let me play basketball at his place.
Hey.
Yeah.
I heard Jay's not bad at hoops.
Nah, he's not bad. I mean, not to be cocky, but I whooped everybody there.
Are you good?
I did all right. I haven't played in like a few months, but around that time, I was still playing pretty often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Big
Like
J, the chain wallet, gets in the way. It's hard to play.
Also, everybody who played was like smoking hella weed before the game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I didn't. I was like, nah, I'm good. Everybody had like a height advantage. So I was like, I'm not going to be high and short. Like,
Right. Right.
I was
Low.
playing yesterday outdoors with my friend Dory, and we're just like shooting around, and these two dudes walked up to us with their girlfriends, and they were like, "You guys want to play?" I'm like, "Fuck these guys!" They profiled us. Like, little Asian guy. We fucking cooked them
Yeah.
in front of their girlfriends. It was
Man.
so satisfying.
I had something similar like that happen, and I got fucking just whooped
Really?
by some high schoolers.
High schoolers, they're tough to beat.
Yeah, they're so fast.
Yeah.
They were black. They cheated.
It does suck because we'll play in rec centers on the road, and some of these kids can fucking hoop.
Oh, yeah.
I think we played it actually in Dallas, and these kids were nasty.
They were doing like all the new moves, like some James Harden step
yeah.
back stuff. I'm like, what is this?
Carmen Lynch,
Lynch.
everybody. Hey, happy holidays.
New special on.
Do you know Ralph?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I know you, but
Yeah.
we don't know each other.
New special on Mark's YouTube.
That's right. It's
Yeah.
cooking. It's called Queef
Week.
Week.
That's
Queef
right.
Queef Week.
I guess you were involved in the
True
creative.
I didn't
too.
have help
No,
with
he did
that.
not.
That
He
was all her.
not.
Believe it or not. But yeah, good. We did the live chat yesterday. That's fun.
They loved you when you jumped in.
I know. Sorry,
Things got cracking.
that took so
I was
long.
puking all day.
Yeah, yeah. Tongo, I really went too hard the night before. We did protect our parks. Look at Ari. I took a shot of him. He's a 78-year-old man, still going hard. You got to hand it to him.
Why is it orange?
I think we had barbecue.
It's like Moses extended the desert. He couldn't make it through 12 steps. If I could have made it through that joke, it would have been
That
funny.
was funny. Can I get another coquito? And do you want a cocktail, or are you driving?
No, I'd love a cocktail.
Woo!
Please. The special is over. Let's
Yes.
Coquito time. Okay, I'm gonna come pull it.
This is a big year for specials. You got a special. I got a special. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and
you
Ralph,
got
we
one?
haven't even plugged it yet. Ralph's special on Netflix.
Cowabunga.
Hilarious. Two
Cowabunga.
hilarious comics here, so definitely check them both out. And
Hell yeah.
And this is a special Christmas episode. You never know. We already had Santa show up. You never know who's going to pop in.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
do it. What's your special called?
Cowabunga.
Nice.
Thank you.
No queefs in it?
Nah, none that you can hear.
Although his jizz is poison, we found out.
Yeah.
He can't procreate. He's procreated, but he can't procreate anymore. Is what we found out.
One and done.
What?
Yeah.
Who told you?
The doctor. Yeah, and women.
That's kind of a nice line though to have with a woman. You're like, I can't have babies, so
Yeah.
I guess we don't have to wear a condom.
Yeah.
I've said it, and they're like, I'm gonna buy a Plan B anyway. And I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for it.
Yeah, what
But
about
I've done my part.
Yeah, you're good. You went to the doctor. You got it checked out officially.
Yeah, I just walk around with the paperwork.
There you go. Just show the girl right before you
Get it
bang.
laminated, dude. Just throw it on the fucking bar table.
It just
Yeah.
says most likely not.
With a 20 on it.
So,
Oh, you're infertile, right? You're dead
I
inside.
mean, I don't care about children.
Ah.
It's like I'm infertile.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I want a dog.
Fertile in the mind.
Yeah.
Are
I've
you gonna
been-
get a comic with a dog? Can you pull that off?
No, I can't get one because my landlord won't allow it. And I don't want my boyfriend to have to take care of it. But one day,
What kind of dog would you do?
I don't even know what they're called. Just something little
Oh,
and
thank
cute and playful. Something
Come
that
on.
doesn't shit too big. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey.
What is this?
Comedy.
Coquito.
It's like an eggnoggy.
I'm Puerto Rican. I don't know. Everyone's like from different Spanish backgrounds. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you got Spanish background, right?
I'm from Spain.
Spain. That's the original Spanish. Oh shit.
Yeah, Spaniard.
Well, thank you.
This is scary. This must be how black
only
people feel
half.
around white people. You took us over.
I know everyone says
motherland.
that, and then it gets so awkward. I want to apologize.
Nah,
Can
it's
you do
fine.
taking
sets in
over.
Spanish?
Can I do sets in Spanish? I've never tried it.
What?
Try it right now.
Nah. Mexicans hate my Spanish.
How the pollo crossed the road or whatever?
Nah, dude. Mexicans judge your Spanish so hard.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Everyone judges. I have a special coming out on Friday, and they're gonna like rip me apart.
It's in Spanish.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the
That's
Spanish
brave.
people. Because I talk like an 8-year-old Spanish girl. I lived there till I was 8. It's gonna be. They're gonna rip me
Here's
up.
what sucks too, and I get jealous of it. Is people whose first language is not Spanish, when they do comedy in Spanish, like Spanish speakers love it. Like Mexicans love to hear like Tom Segura in Spanish.
They love it.
Yeah, because they're being like vulnerable. But like
Yeah.
if I speak Spanish and then I get words wrong, they're like, "You fucking moron! You're supposed to know this shit." What's the matter?"
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
disappointed dads.
Do you think it's because you're darker than Segura? Is that
Oh,
might be
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
It's because I look like I should be able to, and I don't. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
watching a 7'2" person miss a basket.
Right.
What do you mean you can't dunk? You fucking idiot.
Segura's playing with house money. That's the difference.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's the Spanish one.
Give a listen to this.
Si yo tuviera una pistola y alguien me dijera, tienes que matar a una de tus hijas.
That delivery.
Sounds like you're mocking a Spaniard.
I know it does.
Sea cuál de las
I'm mocking my mother.
Oh, okay.
Pero si esto es lo mismo que decir que nos quieres igual, no tienes.
It's funny because it's still
But-
the facial expressions are still funny. There's things that still translate.
Your Spanish is pretty good though, because
Alright.
it's Spanish,
Thank you.
Spanish, like Spaniard Spanish.
It's Spanish. It's the vocabulary that throws me off. I say the wrong thing every once in a while.
Oh, okay,
And it
yeah.
comes out more sing-songy than my
No,
English comedy.
My vocabulary and my like accent, it's just like I don't know. I'll stop now.
All right.
I've disappointed enough Mexicans
We don't
for
wanna
one
bore
day.
you guys.
Spanish. I almost asked for more ice, then I didn't want to offend you guys. Get some ice in here. But, yeah. Well, that's nice. A couple of Spaniards. If I had to know one language, it would be Spanish.
Yeah,
Because you guys
Why?
are really taking over.
If you had to.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, nice.
You're coming in. I mean, give it a
Comes in
go.
handy in New York. I
Yeah. I mean, what do I? Italian? No one uses that.
Chinese would come in handy. I want to know what they're saying about me in those restaurants.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are mean.
They're mean.
The meaner a Chinese server is, the better the food is gonna be.
It's a good point.
Chinese could be big though. I mean, I feel like if you're touring, you're looking at. Now I'm getting agenty on you. You hit Shanghai, you're making some fucking money.
That's true. Yeah, there's a million of them.
Yeah.
Or more than that.
Japanese. I want to learn Japanese. They got cool cars. They got like arcades. Everything's cute.
Yeah, Hello Kitty.
I get intimidated easy. I don't get intimidated by Japanese stuff, you know?
Nah.
That's so hard to learn, though. That would take so long.
But they blur their porn.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Bring it up.
Pull it
What
up.
is the point of the porn? They're
Well,
gonna blur it.
They're repressed people. Keep the kid on the other side of the TV for this.
I've never been more angry at America until I found that. I feel like that's our fault.
No, we don't blur it.
But we nuke them
Yeah,
and we just traumatize them, and now they're blurring porn. And
We've roasted all their genitals.
This clip right here is where Matt loses custody in the divorce. Roll the clip where he's searching Japanese penises. His wife's like, I'll take full custody. Yeah, Japan is, Kyoto's supposed to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Bukkake. It's a beautiful nation.
But that's supposed to be like, that's where like the billionaires, like that's where like Steve Jobs would go on vacation, is like Kyoto.
Oh,
You
come
know,
on.
It's like,
Kyoto's where you see the real geishas.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
The old-timey, call girls.
I went to China. I know it's not Japan, but I went to China and we had a tour guide, and he was like a fat, ugly guy with like a Wolverine t-shirt and long stringy hair, and I go, what got you here? He's like, the pussy. Like, he just came out with it. He's like, I can't get laid in America, so I moved here. And I was like, all right, I respect the honesty.
that is fucking weird.
But he's like, I clean up because I'm
he's different.
Yeah, I'm a 5'11" white guy.
Just being different will get you laid.
Oh yeah, it's like being black here. Dick's a little bigger, you feel taller, you can dance a little. It's a whole different world.
But that's true for comedy, too. Don't you think if you, moved to New Zealand, you'd be huge? Well, you guys are huge. But
No, that's true. Arch Barker.
Yeah.
Proof of that. Moved to
Arch
Australia.
Barker, who's that?
Oh, he was huge when I was a kid.
He was big in Australia before, I feel like, the internet.
Yeah.
I feel like now a lot of comics can sell tickets overseas just because of YouTube. But there was a time when, you had to kind of go there and build an audience. And he was one of the early guys, right?
Yeah.
You knew him a little bit, didn't you?
A little. They played Comedy Central over there, and for some reason his just caught.
Nice.
Sometimes you do really good. Like Drew Carey apparently was huge in Japan as well.
Yeah.
I want to build a fan base like in Japan or like China, but I don't know. I don't know. Even if it's just like 50 people and just film like a special with an all Japanese
That'd
audience.
be cool.
Or I'm just like, and
If I was your agent, I'd advise you against this being your next special.
I'm gonna go for it.
No.
But I just think it'd be hilarious just to see me be like, and then my grandma was like, "Ke?" And then a bunch of Japanese people be like, "Ah."
Yeah. Well, Japanese and Mexican, I think there's a lot of similarities. You like rice.
You like rice.
Maybe that's about it.
I always felt
That was like the classic Norman setup, but it just ran out of steam.
Tiny penis.
I always felt like we went along good. Like we could
Straight
relate
black hair.
to Irish people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was watching some movie. I forgot what movie it was. I just remember the guy saying like, "I'm Irish. Like we don't go to therapy. We drink or something." And then what was it on Good Will Hunting when they're like, "I heard you got an Irish curse."
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, every time they describe Irish people, I'm relating so hard.
Yeah, I don't think Mexican. You're not big into therapy. That's not part of
No.
the culture.
I don't know. You drink. You don't tell your son you love him, and you drink some more.
There you go.
Go to work.
That's
Yeah.
just a New York thing, I think.
What,
The
therapy?
Yeah.
Therapy, yeah, for
I feel
sure.
like Woody Allen really pushed, and then it turned out he was the most fucked up as all. Also, therapists are the most crazy. I mean, I've done it a lot, but I've also realized most of the craziest people in my life are therapists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Therapists.
Yeah, I have a fucking there's a completely insane person I know that is a therapist. There's
Really?
another one. I got attacked by a therapist in Vermont. He broke a fucking pint glass over my head,
There you
got
go.
arrested.
What?
He's not going to
Why?
be practicing for the next few years.
What the fuck did you tell him? I thought it was
Well,
like
I didn't say
confidential.
anything that bad. But what happened was, what happened? I was trying to do this bit about how Mexicans and Japanese people are like, and it just didn't go over. No, we just kind of exchanged a few words. It was nothing that bad, but he was in a blackout and he went for He actually went for a cop's gun. He was
What?
He was hoping for suicide by cop. He was going through an ugly divorce and he blacked out. And it was like,
He should talk to a therapist.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's the best kind of therapist. What would you learn from like a normal person? You need a really fucked up person to
I
learn.
guess so.
Take it from me.
Yeah.
Tried to commit suicide by cop.
But it's like how a lot of cops are actually corrupt. They're actually criminals themselves. They go together. It's a yin and a yang. So most therapists are helping you with your fucked up mental shit.
What are you
They got
looking
fucked up.
for in therapy when you guys go?
A little clarity. This is because of this. That's why you do that. It helps you realize why you do things and why you are the way you are.
Breaking bad patterns.
You want to break bad patterns? That's where
Yeah.
you go.
I think that's a lot of it.
Just
It's
crying.
Making sense of stuff.
Crying.
Are you in
Can I
therapy?
get another?
Oh yeah, for 15 years.
Do you see Alan?
I see his wife.
Oh, no.
Oh, Beth.
There's a
Beverly.
comedian
Beverly.
therapist in New
Yeah.
York, Ralph.
Wait,
Do
what
you
happened?
see Alan?
There's a comedian's therapist.
There's a
You got me
comedian
in.
there, like
You
specifically
see-
for comics.
It's like the Comedy Cellar. You need 2 Rex.
Actually, my boyfriend sees Alan, and then one day I was like, "Damn it, I can't see him," because you can't really share
Oh,
a
really?
therapist as a couple. It's not a good idea.
Oh, but it's not illegal, but it's frowned upon type thing.
Well, yeah, because they're kind of biased. They want to stay on one side, and
It worked out for Tony Soprano and Gloria Trillo, right?
Yeah, well, one of you's gonna
Sopranos
kill
too.
yourselves, you know?
Yeah. he's gonna
Well,
throw
I
a stick
like
at
his
you.
wife. It's she's in the family, so she's good.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah, I know therapists. A lot of them have therapists, which feels weird.
Yeah.
It feels like an anxiety dog with an anxiety dog.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
it's like they practice what they preach. At least it's like, okay, well, I at least believe in this.
True.
I've never gone to a therapist, and honestly, like, I'm trying to see how long I can go without going to one.
Well, we'll see when that school gets shut up.
You think I'd go for a school? Come on.
You're right. What, a bank, maybe?
You seem
Gay
pretty
bar.
stable, though.
Yeah, you are put together.
Nah.
Well, you don't show it.
I will like wait till I'm at the hotel, and then I'll eat so many mushrooms.
Really?
And then destroy a hotel room and cause so much noise that I'll almost just cause like a TMZ scandal and lose gigs. But
We could have been hanging out years ago.
I haven't yet.
Okay, I didn't know this side of you.
Yeah, I try to hide it. That's why I didn't really want to do too much on Bert's thing.
Yeah.
But then like the one night I finally did mushrooms, I did what I always do on mushrooms. I just keep eating more and more. And it was still fun though. I had a good time. Made a few racist jokes. And yeah, it was alright, you know?
Yeah, boy, we're one and the same.
Yeah. But no, yeah. There's times where I'm just like, I'll go too far. Especially if I like drink and get some mushrooms. You guys asked me to bring like 2 recommendations.
Bring us a rack. Yeah, hit us with one.
Anything.
Yeah, honestly, that's the 2 things I could recommend the most.
Mushrooms and racist jokes.
I guess that too. I was gonna say mushrooms and beer.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I've never had a bad night on mushrooms and beer.
What's your beer?
I think Modelo's, maybe Budweiser. I like Budweisers a lot.
The heavy, not the light.
You like the Negro Modelo?
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah.
I like the light ones. I like
Yeah.
Miller Lights.
Yeah, Pilsner.
It's hard to find the beer I don't like. I like PBRs a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a beer I just didn't like. Maybe Bud Light. I don't really like Bud Light too much.
Okay. What about Guinness?
I like Guinness.
I like Guinness.
I like it.
Yeah,
You
Guinness
only
good.
have 3 of them,
Yeah.
but I like them.
The first time I had a Guinness was here in New York. I didn't even really become a drinker until I started hanging out in New York.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, my friend who started doing comedy with me in Dallas, he moved out here really early on. And so I'd come and crash on his couch every now and then just to hit mics or whatever and find out what I'm into out here. His roommate ended up being unemployed. His roommate worked for the Dr. Oz show for a while. It was my buddy Jake.
Oh,
Shout out
yeah?
to Jake. But then that show, went... And my buddy
Did
Jake...
it go off the air because he ran for office? Is that why?
I don't know. I never really asked.
Maybe.
But yeah, my buddy was just free all day while my actual friend Fernando was be at work all day. So me and Jake would just hang out and do mics, go showcases. And then that dude would just hang out at bars all night. And so I couldn't go home. I didn't have a key to their apartment. So I couldn't go home until Jake went home. So I just hang out with him. And
Yeah.
it's like I said in that one joke, like you're not going to be at the bar and not drink.
Right.
So then I just, became like a drinker.
There you go.
It was nice.
Good to have you.
Fell in love with dive bars.
Oh, I love a dive.
There's something kind of special about a dive.
Right?
It's the best. I go on the road and they're like, "Where do you want to go after?" Or there's this great nightclub, or this place is like the hot spot. I'm like, ugh, fuck a hot spot.
Any bar where you can't have a conversation sucks. I mean, it's like all we have is our personalities. That's why I always hated those festival parties where it'd be like, it's all comedians and it'd be like,
I know.
Just like techno, and you're like...
I like that after a certain point. Once I'm a certain amount of drunk, I don't want to talk anymore. Yeah, me and that guy, huh?
Alex, is your kid's an EDM kid?
Especially once I'm hallucinating. We were in Austin a while back, and that was my first time trying Molly.
Ooh,
yeah, so
baby.
I was like a little drunk. I had some Molly, I had some mushrooms, and I had like these fucking lasers and shit. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, Molly is great.
It just got a little weird because there's like these like hot chicks, right?
I want to do drugs.
We're such a bad influence.
I give you drugs.
I don't do drugs.
You don't? You've never done Molly or acid or anything?
None of that stuff. I do the most old man drugs. I do muscle relaxers for
Advil?
Where can I get those? I want to try those.
Advil's great.
That's where I'm like, all right, I'll be on a flight, muscle relaxer, whiskey. That
That's
sounds
nice.
badass.
I like that.
Yeah, I love
but
whiskey.
these psychedelics that help you figure shit out, those are supposed to be
I mean,
really
you
good.
can, but I don't like that. That's not what I like to use it for.
No, it's just fun.
Yeah. Sometimes people are like, do you feel more in tune with living organisms? So it's like, no, it just hallucinated like crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I just laughed a lot.
Exactly.
Like Rick and Morty or something dumb.
You never did drugs?
No, just ayahuasca. That's it.
Whoa!
What is
Just
that?
ayahuasca? Sorry,
No.
Leonard Cohen.
What is it?
I know, right?
What
is
was that
ayahuasca?
like?
I mean, I told Ari I'd do his pod, like we talk about it, like next week, but I went to Peru by myself like 2 months ago, and just went for it. Went to the Amazon by myself.
Whoa!
Holy
And
shit.
did ayahuasca, and now I want to go backwards and do like the lighter ones, like shrooms and all that. But I've never done.
What is ayahuasca exactly? I've never even heard of this.
Sounds like Ralph's
It's a
uncle.
vine that's mixed with different trees. I mean, someone else will tell you better, but it's basically a mixture from the Amazon jungle, and you drink it, and you see a lot of shit.
What'd you see?
A lot of shit.
Come on, elaborate.
No.
You're gonna save it for Ari's?
No, you're not even really supposed to share it. Like,
Oh,
ayahuasca is
it's
like
one
a
of
birthday
those
wish?
like you work shit out kind of stuff. But
Do you work it out? Is it worked out?
Chris Rock said he became religious after ayahuasca.
that was Neil Brennan.
Oh, sorry, no, Brennan. Sorry.
There's stuff that you see. I mean, you definitely wrestle with the devil, with the demons inside of you.
That sounds like not a fun experience.
But you come out of it on the other side.
I went on a date with a girl once who said, it's 10 years of therapy in one day. I'm like, that's too much therapy.
Yeah, and too
Yeah, but
expensive.
after 4 hours, it's over.
That's pretty nice, I guess.
It's not like you don't have a hangover.
Did you puke?
Or oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
oh yeah,
puke?
from all ends.
purge.
Oh, you do.
Puking is
All
hilarious.
from all ends. You had diarrhea too?
Have you done it?
No, but I like the person that I know that did it the same way as you.
Yeah.
But
You
you
got to
feel
go
like-
all into the jungle and do it.
Yeah, like
yeah,
super
you don't go
cleansed
to.
after that. Like
What?
You just feel like super cleansed after that. Like you just let it all out.
Yeah, and I don't think it takes one ceremony to figure it out.
Oh, no, that's how they get you.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Gotta keep going back.
So I need to go tonight. I got more shit to figure out.
Damn, everybody who I've heard does it loves it.
Yeah, Matt Ruby does it, right?
He's done it like 5 times.
I mean, you love it after you do it. You don't love it during.
Not every habit needs to be a self-destructive nightmare. Give yourself the gift of a good habit this Christmas with Fume. Fume gives that nasty hand-to-mouth habit a serious upgrade by taking away the stinky, the bad, and the dangerous parts, but letting you keep the habit itself. Fume is an innovative, award-winning device. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. Instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. You get the point. It's an all-around better way for dealing with the stressors of life. Mark, you love this stuff.
Oh, yeah. Something nice. I got an oral fixation. It's nice to just suck on this puppy. It tastes good. We got a lot of good flavors. I like it. It's smooth. It's waxy. It's a beauty. Hell of a mouthpiece.
It takes the original and levels it up with a premium walnut barrel and a smooth coating on that onyx black mouthpiece. Ooh. Start the holidays off right with the good habit by going to tryfume.com/drunk. That's tryfum.com/drunk. And getting the Journey Pack today. Fume is giving listeners of the show 10% off when they use the code DRUNK to help making starting the good habit that much easier.
There you go. Fume. Hey, sit down. We got you the bitch
surprise.
chair there.
The bitch chair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi.
Another very funny comedian with a new special, Louis Katz. And I need some backup. They were trashing latkes, Louis. So
They are like a just above a hash brown sometimes when they're poorly done, but when they're done right.
there we go.
That makes them sound more delicious, just above a hash brown. I love a hash brown.
Better than a hash brown.
Better than a hash brown. They're better than a hash brown.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Little egg in there. It makes it light.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get back to Christmas.
We just lost all our listeners.
Palestinian fans checked out. You want a drink?
Sure. What do you got?
Cookie dough?
Cookie dough to drink?
He whited it up.
I'll make it for you and you'll figure it out.
All right.
It's like a Puerto Rican eggnog.
Okay. I've never
There you
even
go.
had regular
Sounds like
eggnog.
sounds
I don't
like a
know.
sex move.
Yeah.
I gave her a Puerto Rican
I
eggnog.
always end up quoting Dave Attell's eggnog bit, which he just calls elf cum.
Yeah. Why pour it in glass? Just pour it on my back and call it a night, I think is the tag. Yeah. Love it.
Do you guys know each other?
Yeah. He actually did a guest set for Attell in Dallas. I saw him right away. I was like, usually you see everyone's kind of good these days, but
Right.
no one's that good. I saw him. I was like blown away first time I saw
Wow.
him. Really, and I went up to him like that was so. I was like gushing. It was kind of embarrassing how much I liked him.
This is
and
the dude that got me into the cellar.
yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
Yeah, but the one person I recommended, I'm like, this isn't even a risk. He should be at the cellar, and that was easy, Yeah.
Man, they asked me. I was like, don't bring him in.
I've wrecked a few people at the cellar. There was one comic I was like a little nervous about, and I remember texting Michael Che. I'm like, can you wreck this guy? Your buddy's with him, and he did, and the guy didn't get past. I was like, thank God. That's on Che.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, really, you're lucky you got in with my recommendation. Now I need you to recommend me to the cellar. Is really the truth.
It's so scary to recommend someone to the cellar unless
Of
they're like,
course.
the
Yeah.
perfect person.
Yeah.
Still regret Matt Rife. Just kidding. He's actually, I think he's in.
Is he?
I'm sure he could.
He did a set there a little last week
I'm sure he did.
with Kevin Hart.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
How was that?
I wasn't there.
I can't wait to see your guys's.
Nah.
This is it.
The
AA meeting.
we might be drunk the movie.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's actually, you're joking, but we're working on it.
Yeah, we are working on a
Yeah.
movie.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, I did a set with Chappelle at the Stand and Rock and Kevin Hart, and they're all in the green room, and it was a real love fest. So they
Yeah.
really do have this,
Lift each other up thing.
Yeah.
I just did the Night of Too Many Stars thing. I was a late ad, as I said earlier, but like Rock is so nice. He's like
Great guy.
He's such a nice guy. It's cool that he's like one of the best ever, but he's also like he's every time he speaks, you're like, I got to reevaluate my whole fucking life.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the secret.
Yeah. Like a few years ago, he did an interview, like when one of his specials came out. I'm like, this interview could be a whole nother special. Like it's all funny.
Right.
It's all like crazy, like dropping knowledge. It was amazing.
My favorite Chris Rock quote. I don't remember where I saw this. I might be making it up to make myself feel better about my decisions. But I'm pretty sure I saw him say this, where he said that if like at my funeral people are talking more about how great I was at stand-up than how good I was as a father, he's like, then I really failed. And so ever since then, I'm like, all right, let me make more decisions about my son.
Yeah.
Stand-up,
Yikes.
And that's when your act took a dive.
Ever since then.
I thought you were going to say, he said, if they're talking more about that I'm better as a stand-up than I am as an actor, I'm like, that is going to happen. That is what's going to happen.
Yeah, not a great actor.
You ever see that movie,
He's
Top
good in some
5?
movies.
I haven't seen that one. I've heard that's great.
I love that part where he sees DMX and DMX is trying to sing.
It's
and
a
it
great
hits him.
scene.
He's just like, oh shit, I should stick to what I know.
That's a great scene.
Yeah.
And the Seinfeld and the strip club scene. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
That's some
about
great
that.
scenes.
Damn, I
Also,
gotta see that.
Rocket, it's a pretty good movie. He's really good in this movie called Nurse Betty. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
With like Renee Zellweger.
It's like a drama, like a serious drama, right?
Yeah, it's a dark comedy.
Yeah. Or maybe,
you're
or
right.
that's totally off.
Yeah, that guy
Never
Neil
mind.
LaBrie made it. It was good.
Huh.
You saw that, Syracuse, right?
one is it?
Nurse Betty?
No, I never saw it.
Oh, you're like the film guy here.
Yeah.
He was also the president in something with Bernie Mac. I remember
Yeah, that was fun.
Played a president.
Yeah, that was tight. I like
Yeah,
that.
Bernie Mac was the fucking
Ah,
man.
the best.
Bernie Mac and that movie, what is it called?
Life?
Soul Brothers? Or what is it
Oh,
called?
with Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah,
I know.
Soul Men.
Soul Men.
I liked anything
interesting.
Bernie Mac did. I liked the baseball when he did. I liked Mr. 3000, dude.
Oh, wow.
I didn't see
Nobody
that
saw
one.
that.
Oh, I just liked watching him. You know?
Yeah, he's
I loved
really
the Bernie
funny.
Mac show. I just enjoyed him.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to him?
Bernie Mac.
So many comics have died.
You ever seen that movie Life?
Love Life.
When he comes
That's a
out,
really
he's
good
all
movie.
with the fucked up eyes, like I'm the Pepe.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
Great movie.
You know what rock one is kind of underrated is I Think I Love My Wife.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually like you didn't like it?
that
Yeah, it was good.
No?
I liked it.
It's okay.
All right.
it.
All right, thank you.
It was like a remake of a Euro movie. I thought it was good.
Yeah, yeah.
I liked it.
Buscemi got shot in the face. No, it's a callback. We were talking Buscemi earlier. But he's the friend.
Oh yeah.
He's the funny friend. Then he was in Rain on Me. Oh, no, that was Cheadle
Yeah.
with Adam
Racist.
Sandler.
Wow.
Sorry.
So racist.
Sorry.
No, but everything Rock speaks in like he has these like philosophies where you're like, damn, this dude's fucking. I just shut the fuck up, and I'm like, let this guy just talk.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Because he's gonna say shit that you're like, huh.
Well, there's black people and
Anytime I'm around any like veteran comics that I really like, I try my best not to talk. Just listen. I feel like if I just listen, like I'll find out things that I've always been curious about anyway.
yeah, that's how I met Cosby.
There's also that thing where like it kind of sucks. You have to kind of play it cool whenever you're in those situations, so you can't really enjoy it. Like you want to really be like, "This is awesome." You want to like freak
Right.
out, and you got to be like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, just act normal, and it's not normal.
You gotta wear
No.
gingerbread men suits.
That was like that night at the cellar when they all came in at once. Do you remember? And it made it in the paper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like it was Amy, Aziz, Chappelle,
Rock.
Rock, Seinfeld, and I was just me sitting at the table with
And
Keith
David Tell went
Robinson.
on first, and I
Yeah.
think that's when he wasn't Jerry like I like
Yes.
that Albert, and Attell was like, did you?
Yeah. He's not, was it clean enough? There's a great scene in Comedians in Cars with Zach Galifianakis, and he's like, "Oh man, Attell, he's like the best comic ever." And Simon's like, "Yeah," and he goes, "What, you don't like Attell?" And he goes, "He was mean to me once." And they kept it in. I gotta say,
Wow.
That's great.
yeah, he kept it in.
That's I find that show to have like not enough dirt and too much cutaways of coffee machines, and that's that's way better. I wish I.
Speak for yourself. Those coffee machines. I just want to watch more beans, dude.
Yeah, right.
No, that's crazy. He kept that in. I didn't know that.
He kept a lot, and he kept when he trashed Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh yeah,
that.
he did that on purpose.
Yeah,
I mean, he wanted him to know.
That was uncomfortable. Bob is like the nicest dude too.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a weird. I guess they just have a history. But
Well, he goes at him pretty hard. Have you
Yeah.
listened to the rant? It's pretty wild.
Isn't it kind of like an alt comic versus club comic kind of thing? Like he thinks he's all weird, and I'm just doing real
think
comedy.
so, yeah.
Real comedy, as he puts it.
Right. He's like, you gotta light the Tonight Show couch on fire. I'm doing jokes over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do a voice. So not to get into it.
I like when he that clip that goes around about it with Norm doing the Cosby joke, which is like I love that he kept that in too. That's such a great joke.
Great
you know?
joke. Great joke.
Oh man.
What is it? Patton Oswalt said the hypocrisies would bother me the most. He's this clean comic, and
like,
Norm goes, I think the rape. Sorry.
Now, do you think Cosby's legacy will be hurt?
Yeah.
You do. Me and Patton Oswalt, he told me, I think the worst part of the Cosby thing was the hypocrisy. And I disagreed. Yeah. I thought it was the raping.
that's just so. I mean, it's just so Norm. It's like
He was so good at cutting right to the real shit.
I just rewatched his last special, and
The one.
no, not
he's
the
reading?
Hitler's Dog?
the Hitler's Dog.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
the last live one. But
Right.
the bit he does about sarcasm, about how you can just reply, you can give the truth, but sarcastically, like, yes, honey, I want to fuck your sister. You got me. And I want to murder you. Yes. And he just keeps going for like 3 minutes. I'm like, God, the fact that he extends it for 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's what he did.
It's so great. And I recently tried to submit a tape for the Tonight Show recently, and they said I was too grumpy and negative. And I was like, well, I was thinking, one of my favorite late night appearances I've seen recently, it's got to be Burr or Norm. I'm like, oh, those were all on Conan. And that's another big loss to the comedy community, is that how Conan would have stuff like that on, even though that's not his style, but he still had it on.
Yes, because it was funny.
Yeah, yes.
But the Tonight Show, every comic is grumpy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what comedy is.
I'm like, if you want me to be clean, then I got to be grumpy and negative. I'm either dirty or I'm grumpy and negative. That's it.
Great point.
Yeah.
Conan also is, of our generation, maybe the greatest straight man ever. The way he would react to Burr, the way he would react to Norm, it was like...
Yeah. He set him up.
Yeah.
He let him do their strengths.
outraged, and it made it funnier. He'd be like, well, that's not okay. And it would just keep Burr going. It was perfect. Conan just understands comedy on such a great level. I love... This is a great one. Have you seen this?
Who's that?
This is
Jim Downey.
Jim Downey, and I feel
SNL writer.
Unapologetic about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
Wait, are we going to watch this whole thing?
No. There's a clip. I know the clip you're going for, the Epstein clip.
Yeah, I think it's it.
No, this is like a 30-minute thing.
It's him on...
Salakus, you're slipping behind those keys, my friend.
And as a father.
What's his name?
Huh?
What's his name?
Matt.
You're doing great, Matt.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
No, pull back here.
Jeff Epstein, the New York financier.
Hold on. Much has been said about Jeffrey Epstein. Terrible things.
No, I'm talking about Jeff Epstein, the New York financier.
We're talking about the same Jeff Epstein.
No.
Yes.
No. What? I never heard.
Oh, it was a big story in the news. Huge.
No.
Yes, for you to say no one ever
Jeff
said...
Epstein.
Yes.
Jeff Epstein.
Yes, the financier.
With the island.
Yes, he had an island that I've never been to. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, with respect, if there was some news about Jeff Epstein, I would have heard.
No, I don't know.
It keeps going,
That's
but
great.
dude. So that guy is Jim Downey's
Yes.
name? Yeah, I heard once. I was on the road with Sandler, and all those SNL guys were like talking. They were like, "That was the guy you wanted to impress on SNL, like that writer." So I think he's like a legend.
Yeah, he's like was on the 20 years. He's behind all the really great stuff. That's I have to watch this one. I haven't seen it.
I got to watch that too.
Yeah.
Carmen?
I want Conan on here.
Oh.
I love Conan.
That'd be
He's
dope.
so friendly.
Did
like
you
when
do
you
Conan?
do, I
Great
did
guy.
Conan. Yeah, he comes
You
right
did
to
every
the
late
green
night.
room. Most of them. Yeah.
You did Letterman.
I did Letterman twice.
Twice.
So cool.
You're
Doesn't
that
that make
old?
me sound so old? I know, it totally
badass.
does.
That's great.
But right at the end.
Pull it up.
so-
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
boy.
that thing about doing something right before they cancel the show, and then it immediately becomes a dated credit. You're
Oh my God.
like,
Yeah, you can't use it anymore.
yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah, I remember Letterman gave you the hand kiss, right? I was like,
The hand
she's fucking
kiss.
in.
And then the second one, I was like, is he going to kiss it? And he kissed it.
You need another drink there, sloppy jalopy? Are you all right?
I'm good.
All right.
Die in his arms, because I think that would be romantic. But we're not together anymore. So now it's just going to be awkward.
That was the best audience was Letterman.
Damn.
Oh, I know. Their audiences were the best.
And this is when you're young and castable.
Come on, what about now?
Have you done late night?
I did the Tonight Show.
Went viral.
Yeah, I wanted to do Conan when I first started doing comedy, and then like my second month into comedy, he was like, I'm gonna retire.
Brutal. That was the best one. You flew out to L.A. They put you in that Hilton. That was nice.
And you could curse.
Yeah.
The only note they ever gave me was I had a joke where I wished cancer on someone. They're like, you can't
wish cancer
on his national audience. I was like, that's a fair note.
Yeah.
It's rare that it's a fair note. But I was like, that's very reasonable. That's true. You get away with anything on that.
Yeah, I had a joke about me getting raped, and they were like, nah. But I'm like, it's me, though. I get raped. No, can't do it.
Conan was the best. That was the best one to do.
Definitely.
Now, what's the platform now? Seriously, like there isn't a lot of because we don't even know. It's all in flux right now. Also, right? They're moving things around, or
Yeah, well, I think it's just you get like a big TikTok or a big Instagram clip or YouTube clip. That's now it. I mean, it's the same with comedy movies. Like no one watches those. They just go watch TikTok for 2 hours.
They're gonna watch ours.
You got that right.
When does it come out?
Well, we haven't sold it yet. But
Oh, come on.
2-3 years.
we're gonna sell it.
is it written in a way that you could shoot it yourselves if you wanted to?
No.
Okay.
We don't know what we're doing.
We're shooting for a budget here.
All right. Okay.
We
Can I
cannot
know the
self-fund.
name of the movie, or are you afraid somebody will steal the name?
Don't say it. Someone will
It's
steal
called
it.
Epstein's Island.
By the way, you guys are huge in Spain. I just went to Spain. Yes. And everyone's like, Samoril y Mark Norman, me encanta. Oh, me encanta, we might be drunk.
Oh, wow.
Seriously.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn, the only reason we had you on is get the Spain fans. Where are you at?
And the seller is like, de Felar, we love, nos encanta la Felar.
Wow.
I want to go to Spain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've not.
I wanna go to
have you not
Mexico.
done international gigs yet?
I'm trying to, but nothing yet.
It's tough because it's like at first you don't make the money or like it's a lot of money. I mean, it's cool to travel, but you're also like there's value in waiting until you can actually sell some tickets over there. You know, because I just did Australia for the first time, and we got offers like you went years ago.
Yeah, but for the festival.
Yeah,
this was different.
I want to go to different European countries just to see if I could get the laughs. Like, I'm not too worried about the money, but I want to make sure I can go and like be funny over there.
It's different.
Well, I mean, like I've only done like continental Europe. I haven't done anywhere where the English is their first language. And, because Europeans move all over because the European Union, the common language is English. But I think there's like fluent English, and then I think there's comedy English.
Yeah.
And they just don't get every joke. So every European tour I've done is like, it's just a process of slowly dumbing down my act until it's the most basic jokes, and then I'm just kind of bored. Now, I mean, you're doing it in the native language, which I think is probably awesome. Like, it's totally different
when
thing.
I do English jokes in Europe, same thing. They're either expats and they get it, or they're first generation, and you're like, have to speak a little slower.
Yeah.
You kind of have to, figure it out as you go.
You got to change your references. Don't
Yeah.
say Target, say their grocery or whatever.
Especially doing like Latino and Spanish too. Like they don't use the same words.
Oh yeah.
And
then the best English there is in all the Scandinavian countries, so they get it more, but they don't feel emotions.
Yeah.
So they don't laugh at things, and then that's not fun either.
I like Scandinavians.
Yeah.
They're the happiest.
I did our Amsterdam, and they're good, but it's a lot of clapping, more than laughing. And I'm not going to say who, but they had two huge comics who we all respect before me, and both of them snapped on the audience.
Really?
And guys, you're like, that guy snapped?
Michael Richards snapped? It's not like him.
But yeah, that was a shocker.
That was, I remember I used to watch all those David Tell Insomniac eps, and that was like the one where he's like, I'm bombing. And like, oh, shit.
Damn.
Amsterdam.
Well, the thing is, I think they're permissive about sex because they think it's not a big deal. So if you try and do these sex jokes, they're like, we do not care. I can do their accent. I'm doing like a French one, but can someone else do the accent?
Yeah.
For me.
It's not shocking to them.
Yeah, it's not even interesting. It's just sex. Like whatever. We all do it. We all fuck hookers. Who cares?
That's why I went straight Holocaust. Because that's still shocking. They're like, ooh, and Frank, that was
Cool to
here.
go over there, just spend like a month there, do comedy for like the last 2 weeks. Like get assimilated first.
I mean,
fuck a bunch of hookers.
Go to Edinburgh. You'll get assimilated.
Yeah, get to Edinburgh.
I'm gonna try to go there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah, I hope so.
Full month?
I don't know if I have the balls for that. 2 weeks at least.
2 weeks I would do.
Do the month. It's fun.
2 weeks?
You can do 2 weeks. You did a
Yeah,
month?
I did a month. Yeah, it was great.
Let's liked hear it?
Yeah, I know it was fun, and it's packed. People go to shows all the time. They're wasted. You learn a lot about it's like comedy camp.
Really?
See, that's what I want. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll do the month. Then.
But you're in a place now where you could probably also just do a tour. For that many days in a row.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, what if I have people come out for the tour, but then I'm like not funny to them? I don't want people to waste money just for like a mediocre show.
Yeah, you'll be funny. What do you mean you're funny?
You have a fan base. They're gonna come to see you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have one in Scotland.
You have a huge fan base in
Yeah,
Scotland.
I'm sure.
Come back from Scotland.
Scotland's and Mexicans have a lot in common. The rice.
not to like disrespect my own people, but I'm gonna be really pissed off if I go to Scotland and it's an all Mexican crowd. I'm like, God damn it. I can't get away from you people.
Damn, you guys dig tunnels.
You got to build a wall.
Is there?
A little bit. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Well, let me just ask this: is there? Because you're I don't want to say a niche, but you're a Mexican comic. I mean, you're a comic, but you are Mexican.
Keeps
so,
getting
like,
worse.
do you? Is there perks to that where you're like, hey, I got a little novelty here. I'm a little different, or is it like I'd rather just let me be me?
What do you mean? Like, who am I different from?
Well, I mean, you have Mexican fans. They go, he's Mexican. He's funny.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Yeah, I got Mexican fans.
I don't know if I have Mexican fans.
You got a few.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm just gonna say that, but I
All
think
right.
you do.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
El Chapo was a big fan of yours.
out of comics that I've taken pictures with or whatever, or like come out on shows with, when I got to open for you, like I think you're the comic that Mexicans bring up the most often. Like, yo, I saw you work with that guy.
Oh,
Mark
wow.
Norman.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Well, like, I know a guy who's Indian. He's a friend of mine. He's a comic. And he's always like, it sucks being an Indian comic because I'm like the Indian guy. I want to just be a comic. But then also, there's people who are like, hey, this is great. I get, like, the Indian fans.
But it's the writing. I mean, your jokes are just solid jokes. I think it's a real universal nature to the way you write jokes.
Yes.
Same with Shang Wang. Like, Shang, sure, he gets the advantage of having all of these Asian fans, especially because he came up under Ali, but he also is big in the Midwest because he's clean and doing observational stuff.
It's
so
weird. When I go to the Midwest, my crowds are a little more split. They're a little more diverse.
It's probably just it's just more white people in that area, probably, right?
Yeah, that too. I'm just glad that the seats are at least filling up with somebody.
Yes,
of course.
Yeah, but like what I was saying earlier, when I get the older Mexican the crowds, I think they're the ones that are expecting me to maybe do like a more George Lopez-y,
right?
Like Paul Rodriguez type, like us Mexicans.
Yes.
And then you can see it during the show where they're just like, what's this guy talking about?
Yeah.
Dogs.
They want you to start every joke with "I'm Mexican."
Yeah.
Right.
So, but when they're closer to my age, then it's a little better, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still doing comedy that most like Latinos can relate to without having to say like, "Yo, first of all, I'm Latino."
Yeah, right.
And that's also like I love Felipe Esparza, but in the beginning it was more universal jokes, and I think as he got a Latino fan base, he's doing more. He knows his fan base is Latino, and he directs the comedy towards that more. So I kind of miss the old Felipe, although I still think he's hilarious.
He's a great joke, right?
Yeah, he's
one
so funny.
of my favorite Felipe jokes is where he says that he has 2 kids, and he had his first kid when he was a teenager, when he was in high school. He's like, I still remember when my girlfriend told me she was pregnant. He was like, it was Wednesday, pizza day. He's like, she came to my table. She's like, Felipe, I'm pregnant. He's like, I got my tray. I moved to another table. That's one of those jokes that I feel like can relate to Latinos without having to say like, I'm Latino.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Man, we did that show in Montreal where we had to riff for like 20 minutes, which is just all you had. You couldn't do material. And just
Not looking forward to that coming out.
Oh, I know. And Felipe went on last and just killed it. Like, he was so effortlessly just like, what's up with you? And just funny, murdering. He's a pro.
We tried to get him on the pod, but I think he was hungover or something.
Yeah.
Felipe's on my comedy Mount Rushmore. Also because every time I see him, he gives me free mushrooms.
Hey, perfect.
But he's one of those people. It's like his whole persona is funny, and then he's also a good writer. It's like Cat Williams to me. Like you know, like their whole essence is funny, and then the things they're saying they could just be like clowns and it would be funny, but they're also telling well-written jokes, and it's pretty amazing.
That is the perfect combo.
Yeah. Man.
Bernie Mac was like that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, totally.
Rodney. Funny looking. Sounding funny jokes.
Top Rodney, man.
Yeah.
Just all gold.
Even just when he walks out. I tried to do that on my first, because I noticed when he does late night, he walks out and he kind of like pretends like he's lost. He's like, hey.
Yeah.
And I tried to do that on my first one, but I think I just looked lost. Like, it didn't look funny. It just looked like I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah. It's funny, Michael Richards, I'm a huge Seinfeld The Show fan, not to bring it back to the N-word, but Michael Richards, he said when he was on the show Seinfeld, he didn't really know, he knew I was the wacky neighbor, but I didn't really know where to go. And then he said on like the 3rd episode, he figured out, I'll be the dumb guy, but I'll pretend to be the smart guy. So I'll act smart, even though I'm actually doing dumb shit. And that's when he figured out Kramer. Like,
Cool.
I'll be confident, but still be an idiot.
A confident dumb guy is funny.
It's funny.
It's really, it is really funny. Yeah. It's weird watching those old episodes of a show where the character is so well done and pronounced later on, and then you watch the early ones, you're like, oh, they haven't figured it out yet. This is weird.
It's like a comic. You got to find that voice.
Yeah.
You've watched an old Homer's voice. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
is that?
Oh yeah. The animation's real bad.
It's kind of slow. There's not many jokes. It's like that first season is rough.
It's still some good episodes in that first season, but it's like, it's not what it became for sure.
Well, it's better when it gets weirder and there's like tons of jokes. And the first one I think was trying to be just an animated sitcom instead of like being like, let's take advantage of the animation and go like buck wild.
Once it goes to like season 3 and forward, I feel like that's when they start really hitting.
Unreal.
Oh yeah.
Season 4 Simpsons fucking
Yeah.
But batting practice, just every fucking line.
Yeah.
You can't touch the amount of jokes a Family Guy does in one episode.
Yes.
We're talking cartoons.
Is like that too, though.
Is it? I mean, this is like boom, 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 callbacks, cutbacks, all this shit.
The Simpsons is every line too, though. It's like the same. I think it's the same.
That's why I like Futurama a lot. Futurama doesn't
underrated.
Whether it's a smart joke or just the most obvious joke, like the joke is just there. Joke.
Yeah, yeah. That's a funny shit.
30 Rock's good like that.
Yeah.
Joke heavy, like so many jokes.
Yeah.
They don't make a lot of those shows.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't.
And that show at the time was too smart. Like audiences were like, we don't really get it, but certain people got it. Same with Arrested Development. It got canceled.
I love Arrested Development.
Love
Arrested Development, you have to rewatch.
There's so many jokes you'll miss.
I know.
Yeah, 30 Rock holds up beautifully, though.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Crazy.
So, quick question. Do you guys have any peeves that you wanted to share? Did y'all come with any peeves ready?
Sure.
Pet peeves?
Well, 2 Jews
Start on that
Christmas.
end, 'cause-
Let's hear it.
When you dress up for the party, but the guests who arrive late don't dress up.
We didn't get that email.
I didn't get it either, to be honest.
That's just your outfit.
I was texted a half an hour before the show, so clearly someone dropped out. And
we knew we had to get you on.
But
yeah, you got a special out too, by the way.
Yeah,
Check out the.
It's blowing up too.
Yeah, it's doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Present Tense, but I put on the thumbnail the best comedian you've never heard of as clickbait, and now people think that's the title, but I don't care. And it gets haters like, you're not the best. Like, good, you're commenting, helping with the algorithm.
Yeah,
thank you.
smart.
You know Mike Racine back in the day
great.
he did a clip of himself. It was the worst comedian you've ever seen, and it was just a good set. So the comments were like, no, he's actually good. But the best comments would be like, I mean, he's not the worst, but he's certainly not good.
Yeah, you're gonna hit 1 million within a couple of weeks. I bet.
I hope so.
That's great.
Shout out, Louis.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Yeah,
That's
well
awesome.
done. And
A toast to a YouTube fucking pop. I'm out of booze
Thank
here,
you.
but I'll
Thank
still-
you.
Me too.
it's a special
Thank you.
year. Everybody's got
Sorry,
specials.
mine.
Yeah.
I'm good. No.
Next year.
Thank you.
Let me. Oh, sorry.
This is me and Louis
Mazel
squashing our
tov.
beef.
Finally.
We are friends again.
And you had a great opening with it was like Nate and W. Kamau Bell and Ali Wong.
Yeah.
All these big
I was
hitters.
told not to do that, and
Why?
because people want to go right to stand up. Like they just want to see stand up right away. So
That's
I
over.
would be nervous to do that personally, but
Really?
Well, yeah. My specials, I usually go right to the fucking jokes. I'm nervous, but
Yeah,
it's cool that they're all in this.
yeah.
Louis Katz.
Look at
Marin,
it. These
Stanhope.
are big
Oh,
hitters
that's
here.
great.
Comedy in San Francisco. Louis Katz was already a local legend. When I first met him, he was a young kid. I can't even tell you how much potential
Eminem.
this guy. He was a joke. This guy put the work in. I think Louis is extremely funny. I've known Louis for a long time. I love Louis.
Oh my God, he was so funny.
He's a very good joke writer. He's very funny. So well written, as well written as.
Marin's got to be in front of the Guggenheim, right?
I love his accent. Super dirty, but also super smart.
Is it too late to add that to mine?
It's just us.
I thought we were.
Yeah. Carmen, I just met her. She's all right.
I thought because I did one of these. I thought we were supposed to trash you. So mine's like this fucking Jew face.
Well,
piece of shit.
you guys both did it, but you did it like a promo, and I needed it more like a cold open, and so I used you guys to promote it, but then it didn't work for the cold
They
open.
do that. They just sabotaged it. So
Little did they know I shot extra, but yeah, and then they go on. They go on to roast
I think
me.
I said like whenever people was like, "Oh my God, it's Louis here," and I look excited, and then it's Louis Katz.
Yeah, it was great. And you came up with that on the spot. It was great. It was really good. But yeah, they start roasting me in a second. It's not just
Okay.
praising me. It's
There
not
you
just
go.
them, jerking
Gonna
me
say,
off.
it's getting too sincere.
Yeah, but you said Eminem, and it's actually that's what I modeled it on. Like when I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember when Eminem came out and they almost ran like a little infomercial on MTV where it was all these like black rappers to kind of justify that he's white? Like, you got to see this guy.
No.
He's the best. And they ran it like right before My Name Is came out and all that. And I always thought that was so cool. So that's kind of what I was doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
smart.
That's great.
Yeah.
Cool,
You know,
man.
Dr. Dre didn't know he was white till he met him.
No way.
Fun fact, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
There's stories like that with Paul Wall. I saw a YouTube video where somebody, so this black dude was like, "Man, I hate white people," and then he saw Paul Wall on stage and was like, "Oh shit! Like my favorite rapper's white."
I love
Bringing
Paul
him
Wall.
back in.
Is he still around?
Paul Wall?
Yeah, in Texas.
Yeah,
he's probably
he
still.
has like a comb over now. It's weird.
Oh, build that Paul Wall.
Well, congrats, man. That's fucking awesome.
Thanks,
yeah,
guys.
it's a big year for it. It's
Thanks.
popping.
Yeah.
Comedy bubble, baby.
Comedy's really popular these days.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I got in right at the right time.
You should have. I mean, those bust years, it was crazy. I feel like I'm such an old man, but like it was so different when I started. Like people did not care.
It was niche.
No
It was
one
underground basement.
Yeah, no one gave a shit. There weren't critics.
No.
You know, there wasn't a dedicated person at the New York Times reviewing it.
Yeah, but where does it go from here? Like, when does it burst?
I don't know. It feels like we're cruising.
Yeah.
I think we're doing all right just because of podcast. TV's dying. You know,
Yeah.
late night seems to be
I
floundering.
hate TikTok, but it's helped.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
I don't look at it either.
I think things swing back though. I do think like how long can podcasts go? I mean, like
Sure.
I'm having fun, but like I do think people-
Everything has a course.
People are gonna want scripted. Then maybe it comes back to podcasts. I think it's gonna be like a cycle.
Yeah.
I think the podcasting that might be true, but I think, and this is maybe a hopeful theory that with stand up, it really is truly better live. You
Yeah.
just watch it and it's whatever. You go there, you feel that tension in the room, and there's so few. Even music is like you can like it or not like it, but it's not that same feeling of the tension that's there
Yes.
when you see stand up and it's happening right then and there. And I think that's what's driving the ticket sales is that people are looking for these experiences that can only happen live.
And
you know,
you can say something kind of fucked up.
Yes.
And then it's like,
Yes.
It's
And-
kind of,
yes.
It's kind of wrong. And
Yeah.
like, I can't say that at my office. I'm not gonna say it with my friends, but you could say it in a room full of people who want you to say something kind of crazy and funny and
totally.
And
it hasn't-
kind of a joke, but
Yeah, and it hasn't been this wrong in a while. Like I feel like HR and stuff has gone up. So like I need to hear a release.
Yeah.
I need the other side for a minute. I got to even out.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, but I agree. I'm waiting for it feels like the
just
bus could
wonder,
come
like,
any second.
are like crowd work reels gonna die down? Is something else gonna
Probably.
replace
Yes.
it?
have died.
I feel like
Yeah.
podcasts will die down first.
Yeah.
I feel like not anytime soon, but in years to come, podcasts will become like how we look at AM radio.
Yeah.
But that's what I thought 10 years ago, and they're stronger than ever.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I keep
What
do
making
I
that
know?
excuse not to start a podcast. Like, oh, I missed it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I had to be there right at the beginning, and then a new podcast will blow up, and I'll be like,
I
well,
know.
I guess I should have done
Remember
it.
reality shows were like, that'll pass, and it's like they're still
Still there.
here.
Yeah, totally.
I've also been wrong about every prediction. Like in middle school, I took a computer class and I failed, and I was like, I'm not gonna need this. That was an honest thought. I'm not even trying to be. I was like, these hands. This is what people need.
I'm gonna be a plumber. Although we still need them. We got all the AI up the ass. You still need a plumber. You still need a roofer.
Yeah, that's true.
all that stuff. Yeah.
You guys see that? What is that? I think it was a South Park episode I was watching the other night, where like everybody who went to college is standing outside of Home Depot hoping that a handyman will like be available. The handymen are making all the money now.
That's great. Man,
brilliant.
Still hidden. That's a new episode?
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck did I go to college for? I could have been learning how to do stuff and fix stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
Like they lied
They
to
always
us.
hit it. How do
Yeah.
they always hit it?
It's pretty crazy,
It was
man.
pretty brilliant. It was the Pandaverse.
The Pandaverse, yeah.
Brilliant, because they do a whole thing about like, you know, woke movies with Disney. You have to have like a bunch of women and they're all black and trans, whatever.
They're like, put a diverse woman and make her gay.
Yeah. But it's all about being lazy, like how that's just lazy. And then he starts bitching about woke shit, and then you realize, oh, this is lazy. And so they hit it from
Wow,
both sides.
that's
Yeah,
great.
It's pretty brilliant.
Damn.
I want to meet them so bad.
Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
just seem like the coolest dudes.
One of their main writers lives here in New York, and he works at the writers' room where I write. He's there.
Get him on, Peters.
He's I forget his name right now. He's the one that did Wonder Chosen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of those guys is now one of the main South Park writers, and he's like I'm like, I kind of like, I fanboy out when I see him. He's like not even famous, but I know he is.
Yeah.
That Wonder Chosen show was so great. Do you guys remember that? Have you seen that?
I do. It was wacky and weird, but it was funny.
I heard
sure.
it was great.
Yeah, it's like a hardcore, like fake children's show that was on MTV2.
I thought that thing said whitest.
Yeah, Vernon
Wonder
Chapman.
Chosen.
Yeah, Vernon Chapman. That's him.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's Sam.
What?
I figured it out. I pulled the guy out of
Sally's
thin air.
getting better.
Yeah.
Hot in here.
Yeah, it is.
Elf suit. No joke.
This is tough.
Sweatshop.
Are those rented?
I mean,
Yeah.
these are like velour.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Stavros in this thing. He really commits to that. He wore them on Rogan for the full 3 hour.
Got a uniform now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Damn. I mean, any other peeves? Anyone else?
Oh, I have. I'm a germaphobe, and I feel like everyone doesn't have to be a germaphobe, but like you need to respect how filthy this town is, and people don't. Like the other day, I saw a dude dropped his ear pod on the floor of the train. And I figure, well, you're going to douse it in sanitizer or burn it or something. And you just put it right in his ear. And that is my pet. I mean, just like, I almost wanted to stop him.
Are that clean, though, Louis? I mean, come on.
Yes, I wash them every day. Dude, the floor of the subway, he should just let a rat shit in his ear. That's what that is.
I've never seen anybody grab a turnstile in New York. That makes me feel really good about grabbing turnstiles in New York. I'm the only guy in the whole city touching them.
I'm the type of dude who would put in your AirPod.
I would have done that. Maybe one of these.
Yeah.
But I would have put it back in.
Well, I guess it's just, never mind.
You
It's
should have
me
seen what I
having
did to that
problems.
microphone before you got here.
Oh, yeah.
Ari Shafir wiped his ass.
Probably that much. All right, let me hold it up there.
There you go. Inch, I didn't know you were. That's a germaphobe.
I guess so. I thought it was like a normal. Everyone would be like, yeah, it's gross, and it's just me.
Do you get sick a lot?
No.
Okay, I never get sick, and I'm a germy guy.
What do you like? You lick the pole in the subway?
I rarely wash my hands.
Jesus.
I mean, if I shit on them, I'll wash them. But
what if you take a shit, but you don't shit directly on them? Do you wash your hands after you shit? Damn, there was a hesitation. Oh my god!
I'll wash my hands
Mark,
after
you
the
don't
shit.
wipe at, you don't wash
I
your
wipe.
hands after you don't wash your hands after you wipe?
Well, if I get shit on them.
No, you gotta wash your hands
Jesus,
after you
dude.
wipe.
How many times have you had COVID?
4.
I'm more worried about pink eye at this point.
You never had it.
You don't wash?
I'm glad we hug more often than we shake.
Well, I do. I do a fake wash when there's other people in the bathroom.
You don't even turn on the water. You just go shh. He's like, this was water. Goodbye.
At home, I don't wipe. I use the bidet. I get the bidet.
Oh,
Sure.
Wait,
You don't wipe
gotta
after?
wipe after that.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, you never know what's all going on
Been
down
bideting
there.
all
You
wrong,
don't, is
buddy.
your ass all wet?
There's a dryer.
Oh, you have a dryer. Mine doesn't have a dryer. It's a low-level bidet.
Yeah, but you're just wetting the poo.
You're
not-
blasting it off your ass. It gets blasted off.
Wait, you can't say that. You don't even wash your hands.
It's not a civil rights hose.
As long as you're-
But my asshole
It gets
is...
rid of the brown.
You've lost. You've lost all
Why did I sound like Seinfeld when I said that?
It gets rid of the brown.
These ones,
You're getting rid of the brown.
I'll wash my hands after I pee, just depending on the smell of my hands.
Yeah, I do that. You give it a sniff.
You give it a sniff, like, penis has been all right today.
Yeah.
Pretty clean.
This is crazy.
tell
This
you
is
though,
wild to me. I
You should
can't
wash your hands in the city.
Yes, thank you.
But the only reason I don't wash my hands after I pee is because that's how thoroughly I wash my penis before I leave the house.
There you go.
And then there's pee coming out of it, and now there's
I'm
urine.
not touching the
Who
pee.
touches the pee?
You touch your pee?
I'm not
do you-
going,
yeah,
whoa.
How do you aim? Let me make sure it's there.
I sniff it like a sommelier. Asparagus.
I touch my penis all the time.
Why is it just my friend's apartment? Because maybe it's like an old building, or is it harder to find fart fans in New York restrooms?
Yeah, it's harder.
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
Fart fan?
You know, the upper thing.
it's a fan that's sucking out the air while you're taking a dump.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, fart fan.
I mean, that's what I call it. I don't know, but
But you knew that. You both knew.
We're
know
Southern.
it as-
yeah, is that a southern?
I guess
thing?
so.
Taking the air out of
Is it
them. Sounds
every-
like my ex-wife, I'll tell you.
Every restroom in Texas has two switches: the light switch and then the fan switch.
Dead on.
That way you don't stink it up after you're done.
Do you guys
Yeah.
shit more down there?
I guess so.
Maybe.
We shit properly, more
In the
properly.
South? Oh.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Fucking New York, you just stuck with the smell.
The smell.
Fucking Mark Norman goes around farting on everybody, and everybody just has to live with it.
That's true.
There's no fart fans in this city.
You're right. We need to get one in here. Put one right above me.
That's a good
It
idea.
also helps get the steam out when you're taking a hot shower.
There you
Yes.
go.
I mean, that's the law, actually, in buildings here. They have to have that in your apartment, but they don't have to have it in public restrooms, I think.
Oh, my apartment doesn't have that.
Really?
Yeah, neither does any apartment I've ever stayed in.
Yeah, I
in
don't
New
think
York.
they have.
It's a mold thing. There'll be mold if they don't do that. Maybe it's only new apartments.
There's windows. In the
There you go.
restrooms. That's
Windows. It
pretty
has to
good,
have
I
window or a fan. That's what
There
it is.
you go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I have mold on my ceiling. So maybe you got something there.
Do you really?
Yeah, a little bit. I cleaned it, but it pops up.
Gross.
I know. I gotta wash my hands.
Any other peeves?
Yeah, I got a peeve that lines up with all of these. Touching poop water.
Wait, huh?
What?
Yeah, like
Why do you
don't
do
have
it?
home field advantage. Like if you're at a hotel or something, you don't know the depth of the toilet, and if sometimes you wipe, your finger hits the water. Like at
Whoa,
home.
whoa.
Yep, it happens.
Why are you that low?
Yeah.
You wipe from front to back? I mean, from back to front? Like going under the crotch?
What are you, a lady?
Reverse.
Oh, you
Yeah.
go this way.
That way.
Then why do you touch the water?
I'm saying because
Do you not lift up your butt cheek? Do you go all the way behind?
Are you inside the bowl?
Holy crap!
Yeah, like
you go in the bowl.
Well,
You don't
sometimes
lean
the
up?
bowl is shallow.
You lean up,
This
right?
is horrifying.
Yeah, this
don't
is
wash your hands,
crazy.
bro?
After that, I'd be rinsing and washing like there's no tomorrow.
I'll give you a hotel peeve is when there's not enough toilet water in there, and now you're like,
Oh, that feels weird.
now I look like a monster when I just did to this.
Yeah, the
But it's because of the lack of water.
The bowl is ruined.
Too much water, too little water, both bad.
You got to stand up when you wipe.
Oh, I don't do that.
Just go like this.
Stand
You
up.
lean forward,
Oh,
though?
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I stand up like an
Squat.
American.
Maybe you have a deep ass. Maybe your ass is very deep.
Yeah, you at least got to start
kids do,
like
man.
lifting a bit. Like,
Yeah.
levitate yourself a bit.
That's insane.
Don't just go in the toilet. Why are you,
That's what I'm saying.
why are you
At
accepting that?
home, I understand the depth of the toilet. On the road, I don't.
This is crazy.
I don't know.
What
It's like
about
you're trying
wet
to
wipes?
self-bidet.
Wet wipes?
Wet
love,
wipes are
love
good.
a wet
I
wipe.
love
too.
a wet wipe.
But they
Can't
fuck
live
up your
without 'em.
toilet, so you don't want to do it in your own place because it could
you just
clog
throw
it up.
You can throw the wet
Throw 'em
wipe
in the
in
trash.
Ugh,
They
they
I
got
mean, it's not
poo
like
in the
it's
trash.
full of poo.
Mine is.
I
You're
got a
first
miscarriage.
wiping and then you're using it.
You know what I hate with the toilet, and this happens a lot. This is weird. The seat isn't the same size as the bowl. Have you noticed this? So you end up like slipping on a little bit of rim. Do you know what I'm talking about?
sure.
It happens a lot. It's
Maybe your
weird.
ass is just not regulation size. You're just not-
It isn't, dude. So I just found this out. I just found this out. I have a bidet in my place, and I'm like, I must have mounted it wrong because I always have to like lean to the side to get it. Then I go to Japan. Every toilet has a bidet. It's every toilet. My ass is off kilter. I have an off kilter asshole.
Off-kilter
It's to the side.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, you know what
You
else
could
is
never be a stripper.
what else is a problem is I stayed in the AC Marriott, you know, the AC.
Yeah.
The toilet bowl is square and the
That's weird.
the seat is square. So your ass is like, I got no ass.
It's like a Wendy's burger.
Yeah. That's no good.
And it was frozen. No.
And I dropped off some chili. But it's square and your butt doesn't fit on it right. It's no good.
No, that's not
Why
right.
do they do that?
I don't know.
What are you doing, man?
It's supposed to be like an upscale hotel a little bit.
That's weird.
Yeah,
The
that's
choices they
supposed to be
make.
nice.
Yeah, they're supposed to be nice. How do you feel about a foam seat, like a cushion seat?
I'm
That's
fine with it.
weird. I don't like it.
Oh, interesting.
I'm fine with it if it's like I'm the only one using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
It
in my
feels
own
like
place.
someone else was on it.
Right.
It feels, like
Feels
a
like an
pillow
old person
or
was on
something.
it.
Yeah. Would you, when you sit on the subway and it's like the seat's warm, do you like move? I think it's so gross. Like
So
you can
gross.
feel the other
Depends how
presence.
layered up I am, I guess.
I'll
Heated
tell
seats.
you one of my pet peeves, and it ends up tasting good. So maybe I shouldn't talk too much shit about it. But I hate like those like Korean barbecue or like Japanese barbecue where you got to cook yourself the food.
Yes.
And then you can't even take it to go. I make myself the food and I'm not even allowed to take it. I made the fucking thing.
Wait, you can't take that?
You can't take it to go in most places.
What?
And sometimes they have like it's all you can eat, but that means like all you can eat. If you didn't eat it, they're throwing it
Yeah.
away in their own place.
Yeah, yeah. You can't get to
That-
go
that
all
part's
you can
fair.
eat.
Yeah,
You
that-
can't get
that
to go
makes
all you can
sense.
eat.
What am I?
Because it's all you can eat in the restaurant. That's fair. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're going to put these places out of business.
I have a bit about having to cook it myself and how much I hate cooking. Like I'm at the restaurant to not cook.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's
right?
crazy.
My
I don't
friend
wanna cook.
loves that.
I don't wanna
We're
do
in traffic for an hour.
Stavi loves that shit.
Ugh.
Stavi was just on here singing the praises of.
Does he like to cook? He likes to grill it up.
I
though,
think he
maybe.
just likes the whole experience. He just loves Korean barbecue.
I love Korean barbecue. I just want them to do it for me. I don't want to. I don't want to do it.
And then they still ask for a tip. Why?
Yeah.
I made the shit.
Yeah.
I made it. It's like self-checkout.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Give me a cashier.
Yeah. Totally.
This country's no good anymore.
Koreans come in. We're cooking their food for them.
They're like, you sell it yourself.
But yeah, the that all you can eat thing, that's a common thing. Like there was in Brazil, there was all you can eat sushi, so they'd give you like fistful of rice with like a sliver of fish on it, so you could full on the rice and they wouldn't have to sell the fish. So we just kept pocketing the rice, and we just left with all this rice in our pockets so we could get more and more fish. Yeah, exactly. We had to hide it. We had to like throw out the rice.
My thing is though, once the food is on my table, it's not like you're gonna put it back. You better not. That's gross.
Right.
So let me take it to go. It's already gone.
It's not
to waste.
all you can take. It's all you can eat. You got to eat it.
But then you would fill up your plate with so much and be like, can't eat it. Let me take it.
Have you ever gone high?
Yeah.
You never gone to these places high?
I've only done ayahuasca. Come on.
You ever done the Waska?
No, I'm scared. I like.
He's a panicky Jew like me. He's not built for.
I don't even smoke weed anymore. Really, I can't.
Whoa, me neither.
Yeah, really.
You get panicky?
Yeah, I get anxious. It's just like. It's my joke used to be like I used to smoke weed to be like no worries. Now I smoke is like all worries, and that's literally how it is. It's just like every negative.
I don't know. That's
thought.
a part of getting older or something, but I'm the same way. In the last 6 months, I've been able to smoke weed anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just so much. It's my brain that starts talking shit to me. It's
that's
like it's horrible.
That's why I don't do it.
I start feeling guilt.
Yes, totally.
Fuck guilt.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah, I don't fuck with.
I used to sleep. That's my only thing. I'll take a little 5 milligram.
I tried to do that in New Orleans once. I forgot that I took it. I took half the night before. I slept great. All the THC must have been the other fucking half. Because I wake up, dude. I couldn't. I had a dream about what?
Panic attack?
Yeah. Yes. I woke up into a panic attack.
Whoa.
I had a dream about Kevin Barnett and that he was dead, and then he was like. You know how like you Kevin Barnett, comedian.
Comic.
Yeah.
You didn't know Kevin. Kevin was a really funny comedian.
Cool dude.
And an awesome guy.
Yeah.
And he was going to be a big. That's Adam Sandler.
You're back.
It's not Kevin Barnett. Kevin Garnett.
No, Kevin was. He was a writing partner with Josh Rabinowitz, who's also really funny.
Somebody, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He was very funny.
Somebody was talking to me about him. Just yesterday.
He was just the best. He was so funny. And
good egg.
Such a good dude, and the right amount of ball busty.
Yes.
Yeah. And he could backflip.
Yeah.
Really?
Just standing right there, he could do a backflip.
Dude, he played the saxophone. I mean, he's crazy talented. But
I would also be sad if Kevin Garnett died.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
KG is great.
Yeah.
KG's badass.
I love KG.
Yeah. And he's the right amount of ball busty.
Great storyteller, too.
Yeah.
You see him on these pods, he's fucking amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's so funny.
But yeah, I dreamed about Kevin Barnett, and it was like I felt like you know how you like most spend all your life ignoring that you're going to actually die? I woke up like really knowing it, and then it was like I didn't have my glasses on. It was dark, and I felt like claustrophobic from the blurriness, and I couldn't. I was just flipping out, man. It was horrible.
The same thing happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, I was with a girl who's like, "Take one of these; it'll help you sleep." And she's like, "Oh, I didn't know this one had THC in it." And I was like, and I was like literally on a toilet in the fetal position, just like by the toilet, freaking the fuck out. And she was like, "Sorry." I'm like, "This is the worst night of my life."
I feel way better about myself. I feel like there's other little bitches too. I thought it was just me.
We're a little
real
bitch
men
community.
have panic attacks too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I hate it. I don't like weed.
Yeah.
I like to suppress my problems. That's why alcohol is a drug for me.
Yeah. Although I'm slightly interested in microdosing shrooms. But
that's amazing.
You've done that?
I do mushrooms all the time.
Really?
Yeah. You could do a regular one. You don't do micro.
How much is a microdose? Like, how much do you take?
I don't know. I've never microdosed.
Oh.
I'll be at the airport like full on hallucinating.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The first time that I did that, it freaked me out. I'm not going to lie. But I feel like I've done shrooms so many times that I could be like on like a couple grams just in front of people now. And it's like, no big deal.
Yeah, same. Makes you jovial, good mood.
That's my next one. I want to do that. I just got some.
Have you done them before, though? Or?
No.
Start off with like a gram and a half, but maybe stay home or just be like on your own with one person you're really cool with.
Yeah.
And you'll experience like a nice trip. There are times, though, remember earlier you were saying, like, does it help you figure things out? There are times where I take so much that I can't avoid thoughts anymore. Mm-hmm. And that kind of sucks. But there are thoughts that I guess I need to get out the way anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like doing the dishes. It's like, I hate it, but fuck it.
Right.
for me, it's like the last couple times I shroomed, it was more like it just felt good at the end when it was over. I'm like, oh, I got through that. I didn't flip out. That's not a fun experience to me. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Oh wow, thank God it's over. That's not.
Really?
Yeah,
that's a bummer.
But I think I always like this idea, because I got into them in college. So it was like, let's do an eighth. Like, let's eat a whole. This whole idea that you could just eat a cap or 2 caps. What? Like a pussy? You gotta eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's So I maybe now I'll try it with just a little bit. I got Hans Kim gave me these shroom chocolates at Skankfest, and I have those still around. So maybe I'll have a little
try
bit.
different ones by now.
What, you don't think?
I don't know how long they last.
They expire?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think so.
No,
I think they could last a little while. I mean, technically, they're already bad. They're fungi.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mushrooms can never go. Mushrooms can go bad.
They can go bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't trust it after like a month or two because I'm like, what the fuck is even the shelf life?
Yeah.
I feel like they're very easily like obtainable. So just get new ones.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. I have some at the apartment if you want some.
Thank you.
Hey.
Do you guys take drugs from fans?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I won't take like maybe a drink, but the drug, fuck it.
If it's packaged right, it's all about the packaging.
Yeah. Sometimes I will take ones that they're not offering.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this guy brought mushrooms to a show in Vegas, and he gave me a bar, and I had never tried a candy bar yet at that point, like a mushroom candy bar. He's like, yeah, man, it's really good. He's like, I've been microdosing on mine throughout the day, and he was like a little less than halfway done with his bar, like a third of it done, and I was like, give me that one too. He was like, nah, man, it's my bar. I was like, nah, give it to me. I was like, you don't know what this is, do you?
A shakedown.
Yeah, I lost a fan that day, but I don't know what he thought I was.
What a weird. Imagine meeting one of your favorite comedians and they're like, I'm gonna steal from you.
Yeah, I'm like, I probably have a little bit of a problem. I'll steal drugs from my friends. Like, I'll steal mushrooms, and I'll get mad if they take mine.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
That's
this is my
fair.
show.
Give a penny, take a penny.
Yeah, somebody brought mushrooms for me and my 2 comedian buddies, Luis and Jesus, and they gave me a bar. We each had a bar, and then they brought an extra bar, like a bigger one, and they were like, hey, could you give this to Jesus when you see him? And I was like, yeah. So like, yoink, that's mine now.
Oh, that's
Jesus
fine.
was like, you seen that? Have you seen that bar they left? I was like, nope.
Oh, damn.
It's my shit now.
Does he know about it, or is this I was going to find out?
Nah, I told him about it later. I was like,
Okay.
look, man, they did bring it. I was like, but I'll buy it from you. He's like, nah, you can just have it. I don't want to get into arguments with you. And I'm not going to be like, no, you should take it. I was just like, okay. You said I could have it. It's mine.
There you go. La Mencia of chocolate.
It wasn't. I did Skankfest this year, and then I did a Santa Cruz festival. I ate so much weed after these. Dudes, I don't even smoke it. It's like, and I'm just traveling around with it.
Yeah.
And, it's cool if you're going to the right states afterwards, but you could be going to the wrong state, and it's like, well, what am I supposed to do with all this shit now? You know?
True.
Yeah, Moon Tower gave us something too, and I took it, and I had to change my flight.
Oh, wow.
It was too much. Yeah.
Plan B?
Sometimes people, like, it's only happened like twice, but people try to give me coke, and I'm just like, do I really look like I do coke?
Yeah, you've seen my act.
I
Too risky to do coke these days.
I think so. Well, I had my batch party this year in Costa Rica where it's legal, and that was awesome.
Really?
Yes, because it's legal, it's closer, so it's not cut with anything. Man, like coke is
Good
maybe
coke.
the best drug. Maybe the best drug.
Really? What about the come down?
I'm not a big
There's
coke
no
guy.
come down.
Come
We
on.
could go to sleep without a problem when it's pure.
What?
Dude, we do as much, then just crash out when we had to crash out. You don't even have to do that much because you get so high off just a little bit. It's so good.
Whoa.
I can't do it. Nah.
Because of...
I don't know. I just don't like drugs that make me want to
Don't talk him into doing coke.
I'm just saying, look, my point is that it's so rare to get...
coke was wrong. Like,
I wouldn't do it here because of the fentanyl thing. I just won't. I'm so scared of that. But if like the pure cocaine is like amazing.
I had
the
no
feeling
idea.
is so good. Like, have you ever done?
I've never done it.
I've tried it.
You've tried it?
And it just like woke me up. It felt like a breath of fresh air, and I don't want that.
I think that might have been a little methy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it makes you feel like it's where you realize like why they call it getting high. You literally feel like like you're like just floating. And
Wow.
it's so good, man. You feel so good. I mean, like
this is like the opposite of a guidance counselor.
No, you gotta try it.
This shit is when it's pure.
What are you doing? The cliche shit like we gotta start a bar, man, and we gotta write a movie, and we're gonna go to the moon, and we're best friends forever.
No. Well, also the other thing is for me, I'm really sensitive to uppers, so I just did like one line, and I'm good. I'm like good for a while.
Okay,
I don't even. There's not even that because sometimes you do coke here, like you do it like all night, like I think I feel it.
Yeah.
And like this is like I'm good. I feel great. And that's for me. I don't have I'm not really like give me. But man, it was incredible.
Yeah, a lot of people I know like to do coke when they're out drinking, so that they can just keep drinking, and then they'll do coke.
Yeah,
right. So remote, and they'll be drinking until like 10 in the morning. But I don't like to be up when the sun comes out.
No, me neither. And also, like your body's telling you to stop drinking. It's like it's trying to shut you down.
I like to
you're like,
drink
shut up,
until I
body.
I'm done, you know?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's performance-enhancing drugs for a bad performance.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to get fucked up all night. That's bad for you.
Yes. Yeah. Totally. Totally.
Damn. Well, we should do some Costa Rican blow.
Yeah. I mean, if you're
Only
ever down
in
there,
Costa Rica.
only in Costa Rica. That's what I would. I'm really.
But did you know a guy, or like how do you?
It
call
is
the phone
legal.
book? I know, but like you can't
How
go
did
to
you know it was
Walmart.
clean?
Coke dispensary.
How do we know it was clean? Because why would? There's no reason to cut it with that. First of all, everything's cleaner when it's closer to the place. So it's the distance from a location where it's
Who
made.
brought you the Coke in Costa Rica? Is there some guy like, yeah, my mom made this? Like,
It's a mom and pop.
Nice try, Fed.
yeah, maybe don't say who gave it to you, but was it like I don't know.
No, it's like there's like it was my bachelor party, so there's like a guy who like can arrange everything for the bachelor. The sad part was he was like a pimp kind of too, and no one got a hooker, and he was so that we made the pimp sad. He's like, I've never seen this. It was like he was depressed. He was like, no one, like really, like no one, like not only because he missed money, but he like didn't even understand. He couldn't fathom.
I'm with him. You couldn't get a hooker?
I mean,
yacked up?
It was. I think it was
poor
too.
hooker self-esteem. Man.
I know.
It was too big of a group, and people. There's too much like stigma. I think if you want to get a hooker, you want no one to know that you got a hooker.
Right,
and it was like everyone would have known that you got the hooker.
Yeah.
And then if everyone was doing it, but it was too big of a group for like everyone to do it, so it kind of messed things
It'd
up.
be great if it was just one guy in a group of like 17. Though.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, true.
Man, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting a hooker.
I don't
People
either.
knowing, now you know I have money and I just got laid.
Yes. Pro sex work.
Yeah, totally.
So this cocaine, this is Mulaney's bachelor party, I assume? Woo! All right, where are you guys going to be at? What do we got on
plug
the
some dates. And by the
websites?
way, 3 killer specials here on Mark Norman's YouTube, on your own YouTube,
Yeah.
Louis Katz, and Ralph Barbosa
Netflix.
on Netflix,
Yeah.
Cowabunga.
And
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry. I was going to say, my tour dates are on my website, barbosacomedy.com.
Yeah, plug some dates.
We're doing a theater tour. We're going to New York Town Hall Theater,
Ooh,
I think.
that's a beauty.
Nice.
That's a great
Yeah.
film.
San Diego, Chicago, a bunch of cities.
Wilbur.
Nashville, Wilbur.
Nice.
One of the
Boston.
best.
Yeah, doing Boston. I can't read that far,
Also,
so I
the
don't.
Vic Theater in Chicago on February 2nd.
Good room.
Yeah.
February 3rd, also the Vic Theater. Buckhead after that.
Atlanta.
Los Angeles, Netflix is a joke festival
I'll
in May.
see you there,
Awesome.
Fatty.
February
Yeah.
17th in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa.
That's a fun comedy town.
Tampa,
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah, it
there.
is.
I love Tampa.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
crowds. All right, what do you got,
Fort
Ken?
I got
my God.
I'm in
Tampa was great.
January.
well, is this when does this come out?
January.
Christmas.
Christmas.
I was in Austin last week and I sold out. So you missed that. But in January, I will be at the Punchline in Sacramento. I'm doing a night at the Irvine Improv, and then I'm at in Colorado Springs at Looney's in February. So come check me there.
Also Charlotte, North Carolina on 26th of January.
That's with the tell. He can sell his own tickets.
And how you guys doing on new material? Because you guys just put out specials. This is a tough time.
I've been doing it for a while.
Oh, so
Ever
you-
since I taped it, I was like
Banking.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mark.
mine is because it took me so long to edit it. I'm fine. I taped
Oh.
it
Yeah.
May 2022, and it just came out.
Wow.
So I waited a year and a half to put it out.
Wow.
So yeah, since that time, it's not ready to tape, but it's all different jokes. when
That's
they come to
great.
me. Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
All right, what about Carmen there? Let's
My dates aren't on. I seriously need an agent. I've been booking myself. My agent is gone.
Oh,
so
sorry.
he got furloughed.
And keep
So I have a few dates up there. I'm at the Kennedy Center. I'm at Syracuse this weekend. I'm in San Diego.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, more is coming.
Go to her website and watch her special on YouTube.
Yeah, and also it's like you said, there's 3 specials, but it's technically 4, right? Because you have 2 specials coming out, right?
One on Friday.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, all right. I'm at marknormancomedy.com. Check out my shit. I'm also in Tampa and Jacksonville and Columbus and Indianapolis, New York at the Beacon. Second show added. Lexington, Charlotte, San Antonio, Houston. Go to marknormancomedy.com. Get some Bodega Cat. And Sambo, what do you got?
Blue Room, Springfield, Missouri. I'm back in clubs for a minute just to tighten the special, which I'll be taping in March at the Wilbur.
Awesome.
Very pumped for that one. But we got Blue Room in Springfield, Madison, Comedy on State, only really good clubs coming up. Philly Punchline. I can't see.
You got Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
You got Irvine.
Stanford, Connecticut. It
Wise
looks like
Guys.
Omaha.
Salt Lake City Wise Guys.
Hell yeah.
And then the big taping, March 7th.
And Irvine as well. I think we missed Irvine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, J-Mo.
Wilbur, that'll be all. I think they're all sold out already, so that's gonna be great.
Oh, that's huge.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a hot show. You want to plug anything? You got a new kid?
I got a kid, but some mom's taking some time off. But I'll be back in January with shows.
All right, there you go.
And buy yourself a bottle of Bodega Cat whiskey.
Yeah. On
Nice.
sale online. We're still looking for a distributor if you know anybody.
New
Buy
York,
this
help us
whiskey,
out.
buy a Corvette.
Yeah.
Combine the two.
Now you're talking.
And just like to dedicate the show to Kenny DeForest, who passed.
There you
Yeah,
go.
honestly, really tough. Great guy, hilarious guy. And,
Yeah.
we've known him a long time, and we heard the news very recently that things were not looking well. From what I gather, it was a hit and run. And
brain damage.
Terrible.
Yeah, so.
Very
R.I.P.
funny guy. Look up his stuff.
Really funny.
And a good person, and a very sweet person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I believe my friend James Webb directed one of his specials.
Oh, nice.
Our friend who directed both of our specials.
Got that right.
And
Chicago Pro.
Yeah, Kenny, real Chicago guy, a hoops fan, a great guy. Ran comedy at the Knitting Factory.
Yes, that's
post
right.
Hannibal Buress with
Will
Clark
Miles.
and Will, and we just found that out right before the taping today. So
And there is a GoFundMe, I guess, for his family.
Yeah.
this is pre-taped. So
Yeah.
if this is late, but because we will not be in town for Christmas. But yeah,
He'll be missed.
he'll be missed, and to Kenny, we're very very tough.
And happy holidays. Weird note to end on.
Sorry.
Rest in
But, we're going to do some Costa Rican Coke. Cowabunga.
Right.
Thank you.
If we find if we could maybe put the GoFundMe in the link or something.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for listening. Merry Christmas. Thank you for
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah as well.
Yes.
It's Christmas today though, and thanks for spending another year with us. We love you guys, and this was a great app. So thank you all for coming in.
Coquito.
Coquito.
Sundays